Hope all my audio shit's working. Hello?
Okay.
Hey.
So, how you doing?
Good, good. How you doing?
A little frustrated, but I'll live.
I... Can you do me a solid?
Well, I mean, I can't do you a liquid.
Shut the fuck up. Um, can you go to the stream and make sure the audio's working? Because fucking OBS just updated and none of my audio things worked. I had to realign all of them. I want to make sure the audio actually is coming through.
Yeah, I can hear us.
You can hear us? Okay, good. Good. I just want to make sure
So,
that's the case.
so I was kind of like outside of the problem I gave you, so like that. I was kind of just really disappointed no one came because the new game mode they have up there and on Paladins is fun as hell.
I was gonna come join, but then by the time I got your message, or I got back to the computer or whatever, you're like, never mind, I'm done. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, like I don't. I have this thing is that if I see too many weird ass peoples in my stream, not just like say weird in the sense of just people doing zany things and stuff like that, but weird people coming in and acting really casual. That sends alarms in my head, and I just like I can't deal with that.
Maybe somebody raided you.
No, it would have let me know. I have alerts for that.
Yeah, but I've raided people before and the alerts didn't come through. Like I raided CJ once and the alert didn't come up or something.
I got raided by someone named Condoms Are Us.
Oh, hi, dude.
Hey, what's up, dude?
Perfect timing. Condoms are us. Hey, CJ.
So,
Hey,
so
unfortunately, I can't stick around for long. I do have raid tonight, but I said to myself, I'll come for the first half hour.
Wait,
we
I thought you raid on Thursdays.
Well, we raid Tuesdays and Thursdays now.
God damn it.
Hey, man, we want to get that prog.
Yo,
before
tell
Shadowbringers
your
comes
group
out.
to raid a different day.
Oh, sorry. I wish, but
Hey, Brave
well,
Ron.
actually, it lines up with my schedule too.
Motherfucker.
I just realized I'm a complete idiot because I've been fucking with my pop filter now for weeks because it won't stay stationary,
Yeah.
and it's because I forgot to screw it back in last time I put it on.
That's fine, CJ. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Kirby,
And you know that I would just say fuck you to you anyway. So, so
Oh,
we
man.
we have a nice mutuality with our friendship.
Oh, man. Kirby, you in on this tonight?
I guess. I mean, I don't know.
Have you tried the new hero, CJ?
Oh yeah, Batiste, he's really cool.
Yeah, Batiste.
He's hard to get used to at first because you have to understand like how his heal grenades work. But I really like his burst rifle and I like his ultimate. His ultimate's super cool.
You can tell that I'm Canadian when I keep wanting to call Batiste Batista.
Batista? Yeah.
Because the baseball player from the Blue Jays.
There is
Yes.
that guy. Every time I think of Batista, I think of the wrestler that's now Drax in the Marvel movies.
Actually, I heard him and a lot of people walked off of Guardians of the Galaxy.
No,
No, they're
well,
back. They're back. 'Cause-
They didn't walk off. They said that if Gunn wasn't actually reestablished as the director, that they would break their contracts. And Disney, I guess, said, "Oh, okay, whoops, we're sorry." And Gunn's back on the project now. So.
Oh, Blee, you got Overwatch? What did you get it for? Did you get it for PC, PS4? What'd you get it for? Yeah, Dave Batista.
You know, he was actually really good, not just in Guardians, but if you saw that Hispanic set 007 movie, he was really good in that, and I can't remember what it was called, but
Yeah,
he was like the muscle.
he's been in a bunch of things. Wasn't he in the Expendables as well?
Maybe everyone was in the Expendables.
I know everybody's in the Expendables, but I'm fairly sure he played like one of the I call them the final boss villains,
Yeah.
where
Blee, do you want to play with us? I can give you invites to the Discord server.
But
New challenger approaching.
Pretty much.
I am hoping at least tomorrow you guys, like someone can please come to the stream.
I'll try to. I don't have anything else going on as far as I know, unless something.
What time is it?
Like I have an open window for start time. It's usually between 8:30 and 9 o'clock.
Okay, because Eastern time or whatever time.
Eastern.
Okay, dope. Because I'm out of work at 9, so I can probably jump by and hang.
Yeah, because like I don't mind streaming by myself. It just gets boring, and that's why I cut myself off after an hour. Because I'm just like, I should be at this point. I should be recording this for
Hey,
my
Shadow
channel.
Sneak.
Hey, how
Hey,
you guys
Shadow.
doing?
Damn, Shadow, you sound tired. You okay, bro?
He always sounds tired, to be fair.
Yeah, that's just my natural tone of voice. I don't mean to sound rude or anything. Like,
No,
It's
no,
not, we're
not at
not, we
all.
don't look at it as being rude.
No, not at all. I just
If people are tired, we're tired.
I guess it just has to deal with the time schedule that I always come to. That
you-
I'm always
Shadow, you've always been a soft-spoken individual,
all right.
except when it comes to games that you don't like.
Can I rant about Mortal Kombat 11's terrible transaction things? I'm pretty sure that's something everybody knows.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
what happened?
The microtransactions, yeah.
It has
I've
microtransactions.
seen nothing about that.
I
Oh
thought-
yeah, no. If
I
you
had-
thought Injustice 2 is bad, MK11 is actually.
I heard
worse.
that a lot of stuff can be unlocked naturally, though. Like you can unlock.
Yeah,
costumes
but
just
it's
normally.
it's that gotcha type of mechanic
Oh.
where like, oh yeah, you could spend, you know, thousands of matches getting small amounts of points to unlock stuff, or you could just spend, you know, $5 and get the costume you want or the character you want or whatever, you know.
I thought that all the characters were unlockable, except for like planned DLC
The
characters.
DLC,
later.
yeah, obviously the DLC, Shao Kahn, like
Frost.
Wait, I thought the DLC characters were guest characters, like they've been in the last two games.
Well, no, not all of them have been guest characters.
Oh, okay.
They're usually like how MK10 did it was there were 2 returning MK characters and then 2 guest characters.
Blee Prime, by the way, you're gonna have to tell me when you join the server so that I can make it so you have access to join the
Didn't
chat.
they had like this really cryptic unlocking system with Dead or Alive 6? I mean, I never touched
No,
the game.
no, okay, with Dead or Alive 6, the costume unlock was originally random. So every time you did a match, you would randomly get costume points for a random character. They fixed that in a patch about like a week after the game came out, that when you play as a certain character, so just say I like Christy, right? I want to unlock Christy's outfits, I just play as Christy. And they unlock really, really quickly. It's there really isn't anything, and there you couldn't buy them with real money. There was no in-game currency other than these costume points that you got from just doing anything in the game.
Didn't Dead or Alive 6 also have like $1,000 worth of DLC?
5 did. 5
5
did.
did.
But
Oh, 5
I
had
I have
all-
always said you can bitch about the fact that it has thousands of dollars worth of DLC, but nothing is forcing you to buy any of that.
No, absolutely, and I agree. I just feel really bad for the one guy who loves the game so much that he did that.
It's not as bad as the guy who spent 15 grand on that train game on Steam to buy all the DLC packs.
Yeah, somebody did that with like some space game where like you build a spaceship and you fly it around like, and people and like apparently the rules on this. I don't know if I don't even remember the name of the game, but I remember somebody uploaded like this video log to SoundCloud where they ruined this guy's spaceship that he spent like 5 figures on, and then he couldn't get it back because they destroyed it in the game.
Wow. Dickholes.
I mean, that's just Darwinism at its finest, right there.
Kevin, you playing? I'm gonna say that's a no because he's never. Wait, never mind.
At the moment, no.
God
if
fucking
if I finish
damn it.
in the next 20 minutes, yes.
All right, well, let's hop into a game for now, Kirby.
Okay.
I think if you stream this like within like the next week after this, I might be down. The thing is, the PlayStation is in my living room, and my roommate is currently playing Battlefield, and he's doing very good. And I don't want to throw off his groove.
Oh, Blee, you don't have to join the chat. I was just saying if you want in, I have to give you. I have to change your role in the Discord because, you won't have access to the chat if you don't. So I'm gonna change it anyways. So just give me a second. Moderation. Wait.
No, it makes sense. It makes sense that you have it like that. I wouldn't want just some random people just joining in.
Yeah.
That we
Yeah,
don't know.
But then how would I get in?
I'm giving you a privilege. You're not random though. I
know.
mean, maybe sometimes you are. I don't know.
I'm the guy that comes in and goes on long diatribes about Heinz.
Like ketchup?
I'm not getting into this again.
We already talked about the 4 horsemen of the condiments.
People just need to accept that the end is nigh.
Uh,
I'm just giving Blee my my PSN. We could probably do a match to get for the time being though. What do you want to do, Kirby? Storm Rising, Retribution, or Uprising?
you can just do whatever. It's your stream. I'm just here to be.
What do you guys want to see?
I like the personally, I like the Retribution one a lot. Because I like the way that level is designed. The Storm Rising one, though, I haven't seen a lot from, except for the times you've played it, and it's pretty interesting. I think Uprising is just the worst one by default, because it was the first one.
No.
You know what? When Doom said personally, and the way he said it in his accent and his tone, he sounded like Falco for a second, and I expected him to say, personally, I prefer the air. And it really messed me up for a second.
Personally, I prefer your ass, but we're not going to get into that.
All right, let's do Retribution then. We go on
Fox,
story.
not in front of Slippy.
I feel violated
What does
because
that mean, Fox?
because
What
this
is that
like
from?
what?
That line.
It was the what Falco said in Smash. I want to say Brawl. No, it was
He
Smash
also
U.
he does say it in 64 as well, because it was one of his lines that he said when Fox was in the Landmaster for the first time, and he's like,
right.
"Why don't you come down here, Falco?" And he's like, "I prefer the air."
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It's like, shut the fuck up, Fox. I don't want to drive no.
Let's do all.
I'm kind of like if I sound really kind of defeated right now, it's because I recorded this footage of me going through my gacha game and unlocking all these Monster Hunter monsters, and I was doing commentary over it, but my computer didn't record the commentary, and I just checked it.
Oh.
So now I have 20 minutes of footage and no commentary, and I had to do.
Oh well, like, I
post-commentary
mean, you can do post commentary. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you may not have the original reactions, but you can talk about that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Just don't do that thing where you're like,
Don't
well, I
throw
lost the
away
original
footage just because you didn't have your original reactions.
Oh no, I don't throw away footage. We have two. I was gonna say we have two healers, but I remember that what's her name is in the healer. No, it's just I don't throw away footage. It just takes me a long time to actually sit here and do post commentary because it's just, I feel like, to be honest, like for me, when it comes from me, post commentary seems a little disingenuous because I don't give the natural reactions that I usually give, and it's just like me just talking. I'm just like, it's not good.
That's
But,
one
like-
thing, because like I started doing post commentary before.
Yeah,
I
you
did
used to
live
only do
commentary.
post, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, and I guess the good thing about post was I always felt like I could fill in time and talk, whereas when I'm actually reacting to certain things, like I notice in my streams, there are some times when I'm concentrating on fighting like a Lionel and I don't talk. Whereas I can actually talk about like my thought process and what I was doing during that time. So it's got a really unique flavor to it. And it fills in that dead space that a lot of people sometimes have in their Let's Plays, where I lose interest because the commentary is sort of bland.
I did have a recent video where there's a puzzle that I'm concentrating on, and I don't talk for quite a bit. So I'm thinking of just fast forwarding through it because it's just a lot of me just not getting it.
But no, I mean that's understandable. But like I like we've discussed this before. I do you like me and Zero talked about this before. I do much better with just bouncing my ideas off people.
I mean, yeah, that is true. After listening back to the Super Fighting Robot stuff, like it's like you can tell that you're really interested in it and whatnot, and not that you don't sound interested in your own videos, but sometimes I can tell that you don't really know what to say, or you don't know or you don't have anything to say. But
it's funny because like my mom will always say, "Well, you can never get him to shut up anyway." But
what was I gonna say?
I guess the way that I go about it, personally for me, is that I pretend that I'm kind of talking to another person.
Yeah. Oh, really? This
Just
controller's
because
battery is low?
it makes it feel more personal, because a lot of the times when you're just talking about a topic that you like, right? Then if you're just by yourself, you do get that feeling of isolation, that you're like, oh, I'm just sort of speaking to the void. You just have to pretend that there is a person next to you. And I
Yeah.
remember my friend Jax, he actually, to get around his sort of feeling of talking to the void, he had this little Deadpool bobblehead that he would position right in front of his computer, and he would talk to it as if it was there listening to him.
But did it ever talk back? Because that would be really interesting.
I don't know yet.
All right, Blee,
He's
once
never
we're
told
done-
me if it ever talked back to him.
Blee, once we're done this match, I will add you. Just give me a sec here. We're just finishing this up. One thing, the main thing that people say to me when they're thinking of getting into streaming or doing Let's Play or whatever, they're like, oh, well, I feel like I wouldn't have anything interesting to say. I'm like, you just have to get used to talking to no one. I'm like, that's like the first thing I say is, you just have to get used to talking to yourself. If you can talk to yourself, you can stream, you can Let's Play, whatever. Because worst case Ontario, if you're the only person there to do commentary, at least you can talk to yourself.
Yeah, you told me that, and that actually helped. And then I often go back to Shakespeare's rule of all the world is a stage. So when I was like, obviously, when I didn't have anything really to say, my first thought is picture that I was doing this in front of a crowd of people and try to gain their interest, because you know they're kind of
Now,
like your silent friends. But
now I will say everybody works differently. Like I find, like, just for example, when I'm doing zero plays, I'm more informative because I'm focusing more on the game and whatnot. When I'm doing power plays, I'm just fucking around, so I don't care. But unless it's like something like Mega Man or something where it's high level play.
do you find a drastic difference being able to actually like have fun with it instead, like when it's a game that you know like the back of your hand, or if you're playing something completely new that's like alien to you, that you would find it harder to speak about whatever's going on?
It's funny because most of the stuff that I play now is blind because I want to. It's my first time experiencing a game, so sometimes things that happen are my like unique like first reactions. What was it? Paper Mario, the Yoshi thing.
Oh gosh, yeah. Quit gherkin.
Quit jerking your gherkin, which is a thing that me and my family says all the time. Because there's just the Yoshi went to look for something, and because the animation's so simple, it looked like he was like, just going to town on himself.
Okay, I'm glad.
But anyway,
you
I have to get going,
explained-
guys.
Later, CJ. Have fun
Your stream-
raiding.
I hope your stream goes well. I'll leave it open with very with very
Don't
low volume.
don't die to Kefka. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Oh no, it's happening.
Don't die to
Bye,
Kefka.
CJ.
Jesus.
We love you.
Yeah, that. And that's all. That's not even his true form. We gotta get to God Kefka at some point.
But what was I
Anyway,
gonna say?
take care, guys.
Later, CJ.
Like, I have a like to continue with the conversation. I have a different mentality when I do Let's Plays. You could tell when I'm actually doing Let's Plays versus me having to do like other stuff. Is that I like I said, I'm more informative and stuff like that, and I have fun with it. If something stupid happens, I react to it.
Yeah.
Even if it is my first time or not. Hello, big boy.
The best example I can think of comparing Let's Plays to streams is when Ninja was on the H3 podcast, and they were talking about how like Jake Paul is trying to stream and stuff. They're so used to doing YouTube that they're all high energy for like the first half an hour, and then after that they're just like, what? Like they got no energy. It's because like streaming and YouTube are like Twitch streaming and YouTube are two different things. Like making YouTube videos, I mean. So like, it's not for everybody. The only reason transitioning from Let's Playing to streaming was so smooth for me is because I was just like, well, I might be talking, like, when I do a recording session, I'm usually recording for like an hour. Streaming is just a longer recording session to me a lot of the time. I've been lucky that people have wanted to come and co-commentate on my streams, and I feel like, compared to some other people who prefer not to have co-commentators on their streams, mine's kind of like I said, I kind of consider my streams to be the block party, that we just get together every Tuesday and Thursday. But if nobody showed up, I would still continue streaming. I would just talk to myself.
Yeah.
But and I'm not saying that, by the way, Kirby, just to make you like feel bad for for that, and I do attempt. I do make a solid attempt to try to make your streams. In fact, like I was going to be at your stream last night, but then you stopped before I got a chance to get in. So
Well, there was a situation with that.
there was a situation, yeah, but still, like I meant to come because I wanted to play Paladins with you, and then you're like done. I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess now's not a good time. Like,
yeah, no, it was frustrating. Like I don't like. I'm one of those people who are just like, my streams. I'm not here to like. I go to my streams with a different mentality than
Hey,
other
Alex.
people. I say that my streams, you can come in, we chill, we hang out. It's basically something's on the TV, we can sit and chill, so like that. If you guys working on something, that's fine. Just just talk and chill, whatever.
yeah,
That's always been my mentality. Just it's a chill place. There's an assassin around here.
yeah, I know. I did some damage to it. Did you die?
She gave me the business.
She
I
gave you
feel like
business.
the idea of like streaming and podcasts, they can almost be like stepbrothers, like of the same house but different. Because in a sense, Zero, what you do with your stream, since you say it's like the block party, you invite you let people come in and we all just conversate and have a great time watching you, either fail or do great at video games. But it's
usually
like
fail.
that open source podcast sort of setting where, if you listen to a podcast or something like that, it's very similar.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because I have a podcast I do bi-weekly, and it's interesting because like with the podcast, a lot of times I don't know what I'm gonna get because I'm especially now I'm I'm not always doing it with the same people. Like now I'm having new guests on all the time. Like just last week I had this week I had the ultra healthy video game nerd on, and he's a guy
I have to ask. I don't mean to cut you off, but did you ask my question?
You sent the question after we were done recording. So
Damn.
it was too late, but I'm sure he saw it. And by the way, go check him out if you guys haven't. He talks about like import games, and he shot up from 700 subscribers to 10,000 in like a weekend. So
And he does strictly YouTube, right?
YouTube isn't his only thing. He has a job in Japan, but YouTube he posts a new video every 3 weeks. That's basically his thing. Like he tries to post at least one new video every 3 weeks, and he just he's still new to the whole YouTube thing. He's only been doing it for like a couple years, but like his content is pretty solid for somebody who's new.
And that was actually something I wanted to bring up because you talked about the H3H3 stream with that guy that I'm not a big fan of. Although that that podcast with Ethan made me actually get a little bit of respect for Ninja, because I remember the exact thing you were talking about. And this might offend somebody, and if it does, I apologize. But I feel like streaming is something, if you said it's not for everybody. I feel like it can be something if you put enough time and effort into.
Yeah, it takes practice like anything. Like my first Let's Plays are not good. Like the only reason my Mega Man X Let's Play, which is my very, very first Let's Play, is worth a damn, is because CJ was there to co-commentate with me. So I had an advantage. But like even when I did my first solo Let's Play, I was in a Skype call, not recording it, but I was in a Skype call with him and somebody else. And because I needed like something to get my energy up to get into the swing of things. Until of course I figured out how to do it my own way. So, oh shit, should I be on here?
But one of the things I wanted to mention is I feel like
Mercy.
like with enough time you can really because I'm not going to call streaming easy. It's not.
No.
Having the right setup, having everything to do, being good at your craft, because one of the things that Ninja brought up is if you're not good at video games, you have to be entertaining for a long period of time. It helps if you're both. I almost feel like somebody, and I'm going to pretend like I've never seen a video that one of those Paul brothers have ever posted. I feel like YouTube content, if you're just trying to do whatever, might be something that everybody can't do. Because some people, if you're trying to do comedy, some people just genuinely aren't funny. But you can still make a video with a bridging. Some people might be able to write very well, but they might be dog crap at editing. But you can still try as hard as you can. But I feel like streaming has a little bit of a curve where you can actually learn more as you go versus YouTube, where you'd have to put a lot of grind out to actually get good at it.
It's kind of weird because like I've been told when I go on like and this is gonna sound bad, but I go on tirades about something that either irks me or just I'm really passionate about. People like hearing me to be passionate, but I don't get that same response when I'm saying I'm going to stream something that I like and I'm passionate about, and like no
Wait,
one
how can
ever
I?
shows
How
up.
come I can't add Bleed to the group? What the fuck?
I don't know.
Did you? Is he on over? Oh wait, no, because you can.
Yeah, he
might,
is on Overwatch. He's on.
Wait. Does he have PS Plus?
Oh, there we go. Now it's letting me invite him. There we go.
Okay,
Just took a
that's
sec.
usually the thing. And like, I wanna go in. I wanna get back into doing things. I want to do stuff like that. Speaking of which, Zero,
Yeah.
when are you free?
Oh fuck.
When are you free?
I have to ask the same
I am-
question when you're done. Curry, so.
I'm gonna be real with you. The next month, month and a bit, is gonna be tough because I got a bunch of family shit on this coming weekend, and then the next weekend I'm gonna be away for a game swap, and then the weekend after that I'll have to double check. And then Anime North's at the end of May.
Because
So-
you came to me, and I get on everyone who comes to me to do co-op Let's Plays, because there's a lot of people who say, you do the Let's Play thing, let's do co-op Let's Plays. I'm just like, sure, whatever. We need to start God Eater.
I know, I'm the worst. We haven't done it because I'm keep fucking messing it up. But once we start it, I'll be able to consistently be able to continue doing it. Like that's the thing.
Like I
once
look,
start
I look at it like this: is that as long if we can record, if we can take the time and record 2 hours of footage, that will last us. Because you usually do, was it 16? Let's say 16 minutes to 20 minutes length of video.
Like 15 minute mark's usually what I do. Sometimes I do under, sometimes I do over. Like if, for example, like if we're in the middle of a thing, like if I'm in the middle of like a boss fight or something, I'm not going to stop the episode. I usually won't stop the episode in the middle of the boss fight.
Yeah. So I was just like, I'm like, if we can record a good 2 hours session, so like that, we don't have to worry about recording due to how you cut your videos, at least for a month.
Yeah, and I usually like to do
Zero, if you
sessions
got a
like
spot,
that.
I'm getting on.
Oh, okay. We just started a thing, so.
That's fine. Keep going.
Hey, Billy. Good to hear from you, buddy.
Do you want to ask me something?
Actually, I want to zero something. I wanted to ask if you got that thing that I sent him.
Oh yeah, I think I got the thing you sent me. I believe.
What did you think?
Hey, Harvey, did you get that?
It's pretty
thing?
good. It's pretty good.
What's up, everyone?
Hey, Nightman.
My question is that something you want to utilize, or is that something that you would, or would you like to try something else?
Let me listen to it for a little bit. Honestly, like I'm kind of looking for something like more '90s style.
Okay.
Like
I can see
not,
what I can do.
not in terms of the song, but in terms of like the beat.
I was gonna say listen to it again because I specifically added things to it, like little Easter eggs that I wanted you to see if you could hear.
I'll do Moira. Okay.
I did not want to play Genji for the 500th time.
Blee unfortunately got stuck with Genji. Just don't ask me for healing. I swear to God. Let's see. Stopping by for a quick sec. Show some love. I move in less than a week, man. So in the next 3 weeks or so, let's meet up. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. When you move, let me know. We have to finish Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Like really bad. Like really badly.
So, I finally got to watch Into the Spider-Verse a couple days ago.
Oh, by the way, hi,
what
man.
did you think?
I thought it was pretty good.
Isn't it great?
I love it.
Yeah. But my only criticism is that the soundtrack sucks, but that's
What are you
just
talking?
my
What do you mean
opinion.
the soundtrack
Strong
sucks?
disagree.
Shut
Strong
up.
disagree, but I think it's a matter of opinion based off what you like for music.
Yeah.
Well, what about Sunflower, the movie, the main track by
That's my
Post,
least favorite
by
song,
Posty.
but it's
That was
still
my
really
favorite.
good.
I love that song.
I like that. You can't stop me now, because that happens in my opinion the coolest scene in the whole movie.
Is everybody good for heals or? It's a great film, and I love the animation style. It's like I love that CG but feels
Cel shaded.
but
It's-
CG but feels like claymation style, or
It's got a comic book feel to it. Let's just say.
yeah, and it's interesting if you hear like the behind the scenes on how they made the animation. They literally just all the backgrounds and camera moves and stuff are in full 24 frames, and all character movement is like in half frames, so 12 frames a second. So, so it gives this weird feel and vibe. And whenever they had to do a big transition, the big thing they didn't want to do that almost every animation does is they didn't want to use motion blurs. So instead of that, if they had to make a big jump, they would make a stylized cut. So they would do things like get like a comic book effect and put it over the animation to make it so it wouldn't look as awkward. Because I mean, if you're not using motion blurs, there's only so much you can do when you animate things to make them look smooth. So they basically just did whatever trick they could pull to avoid doing that. So. Fuck, actually, I'm busy. For God's damn it, shut up, Billy. Alright, so. It'll be nice that you'll actually live near me for once. Oh, shit. I got you, fam.
Definitely, I definitely really enjoyed Miles in that movie too.
Oh, yeah. I think, like, Nicolas Cage was one of the best. I just gotta say. He's the perfect Spider-Man noir.
My only issue
never
with
thought-
those additional
I never thought that
3
would actually
characters is that they didn't take enough time with them.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I understand that they have to fill like spots and like, but there was nothing that felt like in that movie like
Damn it.
that was needless. It's just like I really wish I had more of those characters.
Speaking of Needless, I missed the anime Needless. Oh, they gave me my my alt back.
I actually have Needless on DVD.
Oh, you do? Oh, I want it.
Yeah,
Oh, wait.
What is needless? I feel like I should know what
it's
this is.
shonen anime that
It's-
kind of makes fun of itself.
Yeah, it's very Gar.
Party on, Garth. Oh, you said Gar,
Party
not
on,
Garth.
Wayne.
My bad.
Yeah.
I know some people don't like the lolly
The-
fan service, but I'm like,
There
it's just
there was a
just making fun of it.
there was a
Can't
period
say that.
there was a period after Gurren Lagann where there was a ton of Gar style shows coming out. So there was like a period of nothing but like face melting awesomeness. Like right
So
after
I need
that
to
came
be
out.
I need to be real. What is Gar? I don't know what that means.
It's just like it's hard to explain. It's just like it's manly and it's meaty and it's very stylized and it's hard to explain. I'm not doing a very good job of explaining it, but you probably get the gist of it if I showed you a few things. You'd
I
be
mean,
like,
you
"Oh,
said
okay."
Gurren Lagann, so I'm assuming that's an example of that.
Gurren Lagann's Gar as fuck.
Yeah, it's one of my goat all-time favorites.
It's my favorite anime of all time. Like, without a doubt, my favorite anime.
It's like tied for first with Hellsing for me, like Ultimate.
Yeah.
Just because Hellsing Ultimate is just so well polished, and every episode's like an hour long, but it doesn't feel like it.
Ultimate was great.
It's also one of the few animes I actually bought, and I never bought one since because I completely forgot how expensive that crap was.
Gotta keep in mind too, because of how long those episodes are, that probably upped the price.
I know, but 4 episodes for like $70 is
Yeah.
a lot of money.
Yeah.
Man, don't even get me started on
They-
how much it costs in fucking Japan for that shit. Like
They don't do
they,
those anymore.
They sell DVDs with 2 episodes on them, and
Mm-hmm.
they cost like $80 American.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I understand, like, because when we were kids and like they had like all the Pokemon episodes, they'd give you like 3 episodes on a $20-something fucking video.
The Gurren Lagann collector's Blu-ray box set when it first came out in Japan was $750. I love Gurren Lagann, but not $750. Love it.
You know what else?
Needless to say, when our box set came out and it was only like, $50 a box.
You know what I find very weird about like just anime wholesale in general is my buddy bought me a box of like a Gurren Lagann box for DVDs, and it only had half the series in it, but it was in a really cool box with like
No, that was wasted.
it had like the Daiguren face on it that opened up. And that's how the box opened up. It had like 2 of the DVDs in it, and it came with like the drill core necklace that was plastic.
Yep.
That was really cool.
I got all 3 of the collector's boxes for Gurren Lagann DVDs.
They're so cool.
I got the one with the backpack. That was my backpack during college.
I memean, why wouldn't it be? You've spent so much money on it.
Well, the first set that came with the first 9 episodes cost me like $80. The second set I got on sale for $20, and then set 3, which is the last third of the series, I ended up getting that at a con for in a bundle deal. So I think it came to like $40 after all was said and done. But yeah, like I still have my core drill on my desk. I turn it on every so often.
Mine's in my drawer, like right next to my desk. I love that. I wore that thing in college. I brought it with me when I deployed overseas. It was cool.
Give me that good stuff. In my face, Zero. Give me the
Also,
wait,
does
you
it
need the
kind
good
of make
stuff?
you feel like a little disgusted where
yeah.
like you're spending
Oh,
50
yeah.
something like you're spending $50-something for half a series that might only have 48 episodes, but you can go to Walmart and buy like a season of DBZ original, not Kai, with like fucking 40-something episodes, and it's only like $28.
The problem is those sets are not good. Like the current Blu-ray sets are not good. Actually, the upcoming collector's set is not good. Like they fucking smudged the fucking footage, and it's not.
Yeah.
And they cut. And even though it's 4:3, they zoomed in on it to cut shit out.
You're talking about DBZ, right?
Yeah, the current.
Then why
like,
buy it if it's wrong?
Yeah, there's a current collector set. Well, people are just pissed off because Funimation has done a shit job like converting Dragon Ball Z for like the last 15 years. Like I have the orange bricks and I'm okay with them, but I know they're not the best way to watch the show. Like they're like a really poor way to watch the show.
Dragon Ball. Okay, no, wait.
I don't mean to laugh, but and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Oni. But my mom bought me a fucking bought me like a VHS with like 3 episodes of DBZ on it. And there was like 1 good episode and 3 episodes of just hype filler where people are just staring at each other and nothing happens.
Like literally, dude, people are comparing VHS masters to the current Blu-ray set that they're making, and the VHS masters actually look more accurate.
Well, no, the point I'm getting at is that I realize, like, I'm like, why do the voices sound so off? It's because my mom somehow found an Ocean dub of it.
Yeah, Ocean's how I started. Actually, for us, Ocean dubbed up until Goku arrived on Namek. There was a month delay because Funimation had to start doing the voices, and then it was Funimation, and then partway through the Buu Saga, there was another month delay, and then it was the Ocean dub again.
Kids nowadays will never understand having to wait on Toonami when the show resets itself and you don't understand why, because there's no internet to tell you that those episodes aren't made yet. Kids have it so
that
good.
happened to Sailor Moon. I'm like, what the hell? Why didn't reset and go back to the beginning?
And the thing is, it always happened in the middle of a fight or something.
Yeah, it was always like during the hype as shit, and then you're like, oh, I can't fucking wait. And then it's like, oh, wait, what?
Wait, episode 1? What?
That happened to me with Digimon, because it was the
Trying to
episode
keep
where
you
they
guys
go...
healed.
I want to be contrary right quick towards the Sailor Moon thing.
Years before Cut.
Okay, I want to point out that even when, okay, hold on, bitch, stop that. Thank you. Anyway, no, the sniper was on me. I was like, oh, yo, please. The transition from Sailor Moon to was it Sailor Moon S? I'm pretty sure it's Sailor Moon S.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I think it was Moon S or R. I'm not sure which one.
Okay, the transition from Moon to the next series was awkward because it was just basically almost episode 1 of the 1st season.
Yeah.
and I'm just like, what's going on?
It's nice we have Crunchyroll nowadays, huh?
I don't want to talk about Crunchyroll, especially with a certain statue of a certain character that really pisses me off because she doesn't know and understand the concept of buying a
All
better
right.
shirt.
Oni, you've been trying to say something.
about streaming.
What?
Oh, I get to talk now?
No.
Thanks.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna be an asshole about it, then no.
No.
Okay, so
No,
he's
no, no.
done.
What honey do you do with vinegar, honey?
Let me. I was
Oh, there's two of these things.
Dragon Ball GT. Was it
Oh my.
green?
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
dead.
they were green. Those
Where the
bricks were
fuck
green.
is Dragon Ball Z Brown Blix?
Probably. Yeah.
Brown-
Okay.
Brown Blix in
gonna-
Minecraft?
I'm gonna go ahead and say this because at least Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball GT, as much as we hate GT, at least had the 4:3 resolution, and it actually looked
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Who the
I
fuck
watched.
hates GT? GT's
most people.
awesome.
There's some people who do hate GT.
I thought GT was
Yeah, some
okay.
people consider it non-canon.
Well, it is non-canon, so.
Who
Technically,
cares?
it is,
GT was hype. I don't
but
care what
it's-
anyone says.
It's not the point right now. The point is, it still looks good. The DVD releases of the green and blue bricks for Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball GT, they looked good. Orange bricks can suck an egg. I mean, I bought them. I thought I would love them, but then after going back and watching them, and I was like, oh, good God, this is a piece of shit.
Yeah, Blee,
it's-
if you're playing the game there and watching the stream at the same time, there's gonna be a big delay.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah, but-
well, like the thing is, the orange bricks are just a cheap way to get the entire series. So that's the way, because that I have the entire series in orange brick, and I know it's not the proper way to watch the show, but I'm like, if I the other thing about it is because the orange brick was one of the last releases before they started redubbing shit, and I don't want some of the redubs. So I'm like, I'm okay with the orange bricks. Like, eventually I'll get a Blu-ray set of Dragon Ball Z, but not until fucking Funimation fixes their shit.
I was about to say, because I want to give my thoughts on this new
Kevin, are you in?
Remastered thing they're doing again.
Hold on,
I
just
just-
Wait,
a
how
sec.
many years has it
I
been
just put in
since
the-
DBZ came out?
We're
That was
talking
the
the original 1989 one or the
I will be right back. I gotta get some drink.
Funimation/Ocean version.
Just OG original, like Japanese
Oh,
release.
geez.
That's like 87, right? 87,
89.
That DBZ is older than me, but it doesn't feel like it.
I know. I've just said, but yeah, 89 is when DBZ was. Now you got me wondering. Hold on a second. Let me put this piece together so I can. I'm actually gonna look this up. Hold on. I'm actually gonna look this up on Google. Asshole.
I mean, were you really gonna use Bing? Come on. But
Don't
I can almost
don't
understand.
even joke about that.
Mm-hmm.
He
But
goes.
I can almost understand
Okay,
like the
yeah,
orange
first-
boxes.
Okay, first episode date April 26th, 1989.
Dude, that's in a couple of days. That's awesome.
Exactly. So
Holy shit!
let's say I'm right. 30 years. It'll be 30
Yeah.
years old.
That's why they're doing this box set, and that's why it's so painful, because like I can't remember the dude's name, but there was a dude who on YouTube who pointed out that there have been previous releases that made the image look better than what this current one is, but the problem is those previous releases were very, very limited run, so getting your hands on them is nearly impossible. Plus they only released a couple volumes of it before they started doing those bigger packs again. So the problem is Funimation will do something right, but they'll make it very, very limited, not advertise it, and then almost nobody can get their hands on it. And then they'll release these big mega box sets that look terrible in comparison, which I don't understand.
I can almost understand the orange bricks, why those look so bad, because in America most of us got
Okay.
DBZ first.
Okay, before we
Before-
continue the conversation, Kevin, Storm Rising? Yes? No?
If it's PVE, do it.
Okay.
Okay,
I will not play.
let me. I want to go back to Dragon Ball since I said Z came out on April 26th. Funny enough, 1 week before was the final episode of the original Dragon Ball. And like 1 year later, I mean, not
I'll
1 year
take
later,
I'll take
1
Genji
week,
this time.
1 week
Okay.
later, there's Z. So there you go.
Well, see, what I was saying about the orange bricks is I understand it because if you guys remember, maybe it was different in like Canada or some shit, but I would say most of us got DBZ first, right? Like we didn't know Ball or GT
Are
existed
we
yet.
watching this?
Yeah.
I think Kirby went to grab a drink anyways, so we gotta give him a sec.
Oh God, no.
So what I would say is, since most of us probably had our first experience with Z when it came out, I'm sure they didn't think it would catch on as big as it did, and then the demand was so high they had to come up with the supply somewhere. So that gives us a reason to have fucking shitty versions with the orange bricks. But I remember GT coming out in America later than Z. Like Z had gone through. I think Z had already gone up to the right before Cell. Before that started to air in America, like constantly on Toonami.
I think so, but in terms.
Here's
Like, I
the thing,
get
like
the-
in the Cell Saga, they went back and forth on the dubs. I remember when they were airing it.
Oh man, I feel like they went like back and forth. The Boo Saga had to be the worst when it comes to like, season premiere of Dragon Ball Z, and then you're like, you're finally getting the Boo Saga, and then it just resets.
Goes
after.
on forever.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's why the
And then-
Boo Saga is the fucking worst, and it's weird enough that like Boo Saga is the worst, Cell's the second worst, and Frieza's somehow the best.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Some
and,
people
like,
say that Cell's the best. I don't know.
Yeah.
It got confusing for me after a while because I was like, all the fucking androids, and then there were other androids, and my young child mind was like, wait, why are there other androids? And then it's like, wait, what the fuck is a Cell? And wait, what happened to the androids? Okay, now they're a part of Cell. What's going on here? These Japanese cartoons seem like they're not made for my English-speaking brain.
If anything, I'd love them to make something like they made with the Dragon Box, if they're gonna make a Blu-ray set, because one, that gave you the option of both dubs, and the Japanese
I'm
version.
back.
By the way, we're doing a story of Storm Rising.
That's fine.
Let's see, like the unfortunate part of that is that was a limited set as well, so it's kind of hard to come by. I'm gonna go Tracer.
But I'm already Tracer.
I'm gonna let Blee pick.
Okay.
Lee, who you taking?
I'm just saying, if anybody actually supports this little the 30th anniversary remaster of this,
Here's
Suck
the
an
problem.
egg.
There's only 3,000 sets, and
there's gonna be, and if it goes through, there's gonna be 3,000 assholes who got it, and I'm gonna laugh at those 3,000 assholes.
Why
Let's
would you
be-
laugh at them though? That's what they're choosing to do with their finances.
Well, I would choose something fucking better with it.
You're
Yeah.
gonna buy a Firefly Funhouse T-shirt? Get out of here! I would.
Oh, I would buy one too. Not gonna lie.
That's such a deep cut. The Wrestle Jar is not even ready for it.
No, it is not. No, it is not. Set the wrestle jar aside for this one.
No, we really don't. But I as somebody that is not held down by the Wrestle Jar, I really feel like non-wrestling fans should watch this like little 3-minute thing.
Oh my God! It is the stupidest thing I've
It's
ever seen. And
it's
love
low-key the greatest thing I've ever seen in my
is
life.
is it as great as absolutely no words?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Zero, can I give some backstory but without completely bogarting the stream? And Oni, I need you to remain calm for all.
Oh, I'll try.
Zero, do I have permission?
You
can
have
say no
permission.
and we'll move
You
on to
have the
something else.
floor.
Okay, so for a long time there was a character by the name of Bray Wyatt whose gimmick was this southern.
Oh, he's one of the Wyatts, right?
Yeah, well, he's the
Yeah.
Wyatt. He was this Louisiana cult leader type guy, and he was off TV for a long time. And yesterday we got these vignettes where he shows up in like a fucking Mr. Rogers sweater, and now he's a children's entertainer.
Not joking. That's a thing.
And like he was a really evil bad guy with like mystic powers. and it's like now he's evil Mr. Rogers, but we haven't.
No. He's a Pee-wee from Pee-wee's Playhouse.
He's a mix of both.
Yeah.
He's a mix of both, and this is something that is on wrestling right now, and it's the greatest thing ever.
I put it inside the stream in general right now. If anybody wants to see it.
I've watched the video like 60 fucking times already. I love it.
And someone's trying to hold back his scream.
Guys, can I have a confession to make?
Go for
Yes.
it.
Sure.
I've watched the same video for the last 3.5 years, every month on the dot.
Wait a minute, Kirby, you're kind of breaking up a little bit.
No,
It must
isn't.
be a really good video.
Fine to me.
It is JonTron's Clock Tower video.
Oh
It is
my
so
God.
Good. So good.
It is the best video I have ever seen from JonTron.
Speaking of Clock Tower, you know what video I'm obsessed with and I can watch almost at any time?
Is this also JonTron?
No, it's my Angel Halo, our buddy Angel Halo. His review of Clock Tower: The Struggle Within.
Oh wait, that was 3.
Shout outs to him.
I can't for real. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Like some of the humor's dated, but it's just I don't know what it is, but I'm just obsessed with this video. I love watching it.
So
Okay,
if you
can anybody hear me now?
Yeah,
we
we
can
can
hear
hear
you. If you haven't noticed,
Yeah.
I've stuck my beam onto Unreal so he can never ask for healing.
I'm trying to think if there's any video that I watch like so religiously. I think it's probably Freddy Freaker. Like I think I've shown Freddy Freaker to so many people, but I love it. My roommate is in the other room singing Freddy Freaker right now, just to let you know. And for those of you who don't know what Freddy Freaker is, it's amazing.
A series of videos that I like to watch like obsessively now is like the Matt McMuscles is What Happened videos. Those videos are so good.
Oh, I
Those
love
videos are
what
great.
happened.
What was it? What was I
It's
gonna
called
say?
What happened?
Yeah.
One video that I can never stop watching is Making Bad 35's Heartless video, because it's so random and weird, like what happens in that video. And another one that I love is what is it? Cool Guy Has a Chill Day. Hey, look, it's Cool Guy. Cool Guy.
I feel like I have seen that.
Oh,
You
I
know-
guarantee you have.
Have you guys ever heard of Cinema Sense?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a lot of like disagreements with some of the shit that he will label as sin, but at the
it's
same
all,
time,
it's all done in comedy.
Hey,
What?
Kirby,
Oh.
could I get a little bit of the heel sauce? Thanks, bro.
I'm giving you the heel suck. There you go.
Cinema Sins is good
okay.
though, but like some of his legitimate critiques, I have issues with. I can't think of one, but like I've watched some where I'm like you know how he'll occasionally do a legitimate critique.
Yeah.
Some of them I'm like, you're an idiot, but a lot of his
Yeah.
stuff, even though it's funny, like I love it.
Okay, I bring this up because there's a YouTuber named Chari5. Have you guys heard of him?
Negative.
I think so.
Okay,
Sounds
Chari5 does a thing called Everything Wrong With, but he does it to video games.
Oh, right.
Isn't
And
that? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
hold on,
I'll
I gotta save
finish
Unreal.
my st-
Unreal needs the sauce. He needs healing badly.
Get that
Suck.
sauce, baby.
Needs to suck.
Okay.
He has this rant of for Kingdom Hearts Recoded that is a legitimate critique, but is the most hilarious rant. It's like a 1 minute rant. It is so good.
You did it.
See, I watch a lot. Like when he makes content, everything is off. Everything is awful. I think is what it's called. Or I hate everything.
I hate everything. I love his shit. I love his shit.
I love
yeah.
that dude. Everything is awful is the song from the Lego movie.
Stop
De
dying, Zero.
plant. De plant. Are you guys serious? I didn't mean this. It's funny. Sometimes I go back and watch the Daddy Derek saga with him. I don't know why. I just
Oh my
find it
god,
interesting.
dude! I've watched that so. For starters, I am a huge fan of Derek Savage. I think that man should be given awards.
Don't
I would
say
love to- I
no.
want to
Don't
see
say that
who-
around my guy.
No, I want to see a movie. Zero. I want to see a movie directed by him, Neil Breen, and Tommy Wiseau.
Okay, so for those of you who need context, one of the villain characters in Ragai's series is Derek Savage.
I think we even need to give context to that because I don't think everybody knows who Derek Savage is.
No, we don't.
I'm Mr. Daddy Derek, the director.
He was in Playgirl, and then he makes children's books.
Oh, also he made a movie called Gun Violence for Women.
It's so funny.
Or gun safety
it's so
for
funny
women.
and it shouldn't be.
It's gun safety for women, I should
Oh my
say.
god, Unreal! I just want to give you the heals.
I had full health.
But
Okay,
Genji, you always need healing.
See, the only
And then-
slight respect I have for Derek
Cinema
Savage is that he sticks to his guns, and he is
I'm
legitimate.
the only one who's on the point.
Like Derek Savage is legitimately at least trying to do something good, but it's always just a colossal failure. Like he's trying to do so right, but it's always so wrong.
Oh boy, cool cat.
Well, I'm glad you have a lot of respect for me, but I just came here to take over Zeromaster streaming here.
Get out of
Now
here,
look,
Savage.
guys, I just gotta say, he's playing Overwatch. Those guys from Blizzard, they can take down his video because he's playing Overwatch.
And then
without
you hear
them
your
saying
movie
he
sucks
can't.
be like, you should be glad that the way you explain fair use is not correct, Derek.
Oh my God, I love
Otherwise,
YMS.
JVC could take your video down, or the website.
I remember, like, I think I've watched YMS's videos on the Saw franchise and M. Night Shyamalan more times than I care to
I'm giving
remember.
this a 7 out of 10.
Also, hi guys.
Hi, Riley.
Oh my god, no.
I just love that your movie sucks is a big Canadian gay furry.
I love it too. That's one of the reasons why I started. Like,
He makes me
that
proud
was
to be
all-
Canadian.
That was all a shock to me, but I still love his shit. And his music is really
Also, his
good.
album is coming out soon.
Yeah, his music is really good in general. Like,
I think I've only this entire match as Mercy, and I know that doesn't sound too bad. I've only purposely shot one person. But I'm just like I am so bored with everything right now.
Now I just need to ask: do you guys know who Neil Breen is?
I can't believe you committed suicide.
Thank
I
you.
can't believe it.
How great would a movie with directed and written and starring Derek Savage, Tommy Wiseau, and Neil Breen could be?
Oh my god.
It would never happen.
Maybe Daddy Derek Vampire.
Yeah, I want to suck.
Did I ever
You're
tell you
right.
guys my Tommy Wiseau dinner story?
What? No.
Go
I
on.
had dinner with Tommy Wiseau.
What?
Yeah.
What?
So this is a little bit of a long story short, and then I'll get into the good stuff. My buddy when we went to college was part of an organization that just brought stuff to UNH, which was the college, the University of New Hampshire. He was part of this group, and they would bring acts that people could pay to go watch. And his whole goal was to just get as much trash as humanly possible, like approved by the school, so he could have like a big body count of money by the end of his tenure at that school. And we brought Tommy Wiseau like 3 times.
Oh my god.
Now, the first time he invited me, he's like, hey, we're having dinner with Greg Sestero and Tommy Wiseau. Do you want to show up?
Oh, I'm dead.
It's on the college's dime. And I said, yes. And I just need to say, Tommy Wiseau at dinner was everything that you expected. He talked about his love for Twilight, how great his movie is, how up and up he was in the world of film. And Greg Sestero sat right across from me. He's like, oh, you're wearing a Pantera shirt. I really like those guys. I really appreciated the album Cowboys from Hell. And I'm like, hey, thanks, man.
How much of this was out of your ass?
This is 100% true.
Sure.
Are you serious?
Do you have a photo
I'm
with
dead
Tommy
serious.
Wiseau?
Yeah. We went to
Okay.
the Chinese food restaurant.
Okay, I'm probably gonna clip this conversation. Can you send me that photo so I can put it in the video?
Which
Put that
one? I
collect
think
photo in the
I
clip.
think I have 2 photos because in Massachusetts Tommy would show up like monthly to do a room thing. So there's one of me and a bunch of my friends, and then there's one of me and my good friend June. God rest his soul. He's in Korea right now.
Well, let's probably take one that's not going to have a bunch of people who have to sign an NDA for me.
I have no solo pictures with Tommy Wiseau.
Well, I'll just cut your friend out of the other one, or just
yes, I will find them and I will send them to you.
Yeah, because this. I'm not gonna lie. This is getting fucking like clipped.
Dude, the third time we brought Wiseau to UNH, he showed clips from his like weird sitcom that he made before we all watched the room.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Wait, what?
yeah, he's got some weird sitcom where he plays like 3 different people.
Wow. Okay.
It looks like Tim and Eric produced it. I think it's on YouTube somewhere. I've never looked for it. I just remember laughing. And one of the things is he also designs underwear now, and my buddy June won a pair of his underwear.
Oh, okay.
Well, hey, there's your next goal in life.
He's a weird guy, but he's so interesting to talk to. And Greg Sestero is the nicest dude on planet Earth. Like, he's just well aware. He's like, I'm only here because Tommy's a maniac, but I'm going to talk to these people and try to find common ground with them.
Speaking of Tommy Wiseau, anybody here seen the movie The Disaster Artist?
Oh, I've seen it. It's fantastic.
Absolutely.
I love that movie so much.
Fuck yeah.
Oh God, I found it. Tommy Wiseau's sitcom.
I haven't seen it yet. I need to watch that.
You should.
Oh God, wait! It's on Hulu. It's called The Neighbors.
Yes, that's what it is.
It has a 3.1 out of 10 on IMDb.
Oh God, that's way too less. It's 100 out of 100. It's so good. Like it almost feels like Tim and Eric.
Blee, if you want to be in the call, go ahead, buddy. It's the streaming chat. You should see it in Discord.
Also,
Please, come
by
join
the
us.
way, this picture I'm gonna send you is of me and my buddy June. You don't need to clip him out. He lives in Korea. He's never gonna see this, and he would just be okay with it anyway.
Is it cool if I go tank, guys?
I need to find it.
Go around it first.
It's pre-deployment me.
Fuck off.
Oh, here it is. I am going to.
Actually, you know what? You were heals last time. I should probably go heals.
Who, me?
Yeah. Do you want to go tank, or what do you want to do?
I go heals. I don't mind.
Are you
I was
sure?
gonna play Baptiste.
Okay. Oh, Baptiste!
If you're in the Discord, I'm gonna post this in the general. If you want to take a look at it. Just give me 1 second.
I need the K runners. Need C and K. Where the fuck is H?
I need to go find that clip because I clipped that video, by the way, about from Chari 5.
Sorry, I just gotta say the one thing.
I'll be right back.
The one thing I noticed is that, well, I'll wait till he comes back, but I noticed that Tommy Wiseau's wearing a blonde wig in this one of the images for The Neighbors, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Zero.
What?
Just tell me what's up.
I saw the end.
You sound you sound disappointed that it is Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah.
Like let me be real with you. Okay, you can say that you hate his movies. You can say that.
Oh, okay, back that up. Back that up. I gotta correct you on this one. I actually
Oh, but let me finish. Let me finish because you like to go on a fucking 100% anger tangent, and I'm just like, let me finish.
He doesn't seem angry. Just saying.
I'm just saying. I know Oni.
We all know Oni.
Okay. You can say that you like it's Tommy Wiseau, and you can say it in any way as possible. If Tommy Wiseau walked up to you in the street and say, "Hi, how you doing? You look like a fun person. You want to hang out?" You will hang out with Tommy fucking Wiseau.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
I could just see him being like, "Oh hi, Oni. I heard lots about you. You do the wrestle. Let's go have lunch.
Let's go watch WrestleMania.
Oh, sure, why not? You're paying. I don't give a shit.
How about we also go watch Impact Wrestling?
No, don't worry about. Wait, and you're just like, wait, Tommy. You're just like, Tommy. How can you afford this? You'd be like, don't worry about it. It's fine.
We're gonna have a good time
We'll have-
watching Impact Wrestling.
You know what they say, love is blind.
That was a chainsaw to the face. I'm sorry, what did I say?
It's just like he'd be like, you like the Undertaker? You know, I played the Undertaker once, more like a mortician, but I
Goddamn.
still bury people.
Oh God, I've heard of that.
Oh, hey, Blee, thanks for joining the chat.
Unreal, where are you? Where are you, Unreal?
1 HP.
You keep bouncing around. I can't shoot my
Yeah,
missiles
taking
at
cover so I don't get hit at 1 HP.
Live, you fool! Live!
Damn it.
Damn it, Jim. I'm a gunman, not a doctor.
Hey guys, I'm
Damn
back.
it, Jim, I'm a black boy from Philly, not a doctor. I got that from Fresh Prince, sorry.
Also,
cover-
I have some good news. I'm not in a cast anymore.
Oh, good to
Yay.
hear.
Awesome.
I'm in a big fucking walking cast, so I'm putting my big foot forward.
Would you say you're putting your best foot forward?
No, it's my big foot because this thing's so it's egregiously huge.
All right, I'm gonna post this in the Discord chat, media and dank memes.
Yep.
It is the clip from Charlie Fry's "Everything Wrong With" from Kingdom Hearts Recoded. It is the funniest and hardest rant I have ever heard someone give about Kingdom Hearts, and I love it.
I don't know. I listened to 4 hours of CJ and Unreal.
Yeah, and keep in mind, CG and Unreal, that's me, by the way. Fucking.
I mean, don't get
the game. It's just like, wow, this is stupid.
If you want to see the full thing, it's the podcast episode.
Yeah,
Also-
where we
also
where
quick-
you
I
keep
believe you.
changing your intro, so we have to figure out how to start it, and that takes 7 minutes. Even though I
Oh.
gotta edit it out.
Unreal. By the way, do you know how Baptiste works?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Also, quick thing: if you look at that Tommy Wiseau photo I posted in the Discord, which I'm sure will be available, you can see my buddy wearing the Wiseau underwear. And note, Tommy is wearing 3 belts.
Oh, so he's
So three bell.
because he's secretly a Final Fantasy character.
Playing him.
No,
So he's-
be-
oh, wait,
he
wait,
wears he wears the first belt to hold his pants, the second one for fashion, and the third one because I like the way it touches my ass.
Oh
You know
my
what?
God.
You know what? I accept this. You know what? That's perfectly fine.
That is an acceptable answer.
Dude, he fucking loved Twilight. I can't say that enough.
So
I mean,
he's
like
fine.
loved it as in like watching a train wreck, or
God damn
No,
it,
as
Unreal.
in he thinks Twilight is actual good literature and good movies.
Stay alive for 12
Oh
seconds.
God.
Because Tommy's got a weird obsession with vampires, and he interrupted all of our conversations. Like, wait a minute, like slamming his hands on the table. He's like, you say you don't like Twilight. I need to tell you how good it is. There's not been literature better. Your Harry Potters and your Lord of the Flies are not better than Twilight.
God almighty!
I don't even remember if he said Lord of the Flies. It's the first thing I thought of. But he said, like, Harry Potter and something really weird that he shouldn't have said.
Hey, Zero.
yeah.
Take
Yeah.
these here.
Oh, spank you.
I gotta find Unreal and shoot him with a grenade. Ah! Die! I heal you for negative damage.
Okay, alright, going back to the 3 belt thing. So does that mean technically he's Tommy 3 belt?
I mean, he's still Tommy Wiseau, but that's not a bad nickname.
What?
Wrestle jar.
Did.
Watch this.
Who the hell is Tommy
what?
Three Belt?
The fucking thing. Great. She
I was on you.
Rappa teleported out just to hit me.
Also, as much shit as I talk about Tommy Wiseau, he was a really nice guy all the times I met him.
Yeah, I've heard that he's legitimately he's a pretty neat dude, is what I've heard.
He's really fucking humble about his shit. I know that seems like a weird thing to say, Like, I think he's well aware his movie is a dumpster fire at this point, but I think he plays up a lot about it. But when he thanks you for enjoying his movie, he says it with the most honest fucking, like, way humanly possible.
Yeah,
Oh,
Moisel
yes.
actually embraces how bad the movie is, so I can respect that.
Also, he wore his sunglasses the whole time. I feel like that's a fun fact.
Kirby, you magnificent
oh my
bastard.
God.
What do you mean?
You put that thing up, so I called you a magnificent bastard.
Super damage.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you mean? It's not going in the jar because he's really Tommy 3-belt.
Is
Yeah,
that
but
a
I feel like
wrestling reference?
I feel like that's a wrestling reference that I just don't get.
Wrestling reference.
Are you talking about?
I see that
Tommy
Unreal.
Dreamer?
No.
No,
You're talking
he
about-
he's referring to a certain female man.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Oh,
Charlotte-
Jesus Christ.
Charlotte
Becky
Flair?
Lynch.
Just say,
Becky Lynch.
oh my God.
Becky Lynch goes by Becky 2-belt.
Yeah, she's the champ.
Oh,
I
hey,
hate
Miss
every
Ryan.
last one of you. right now.
And
no.
hello to everyone.
Hey,
Hello
Blee, what's
there.
up, buddy?
Hello.
How are you guys?
Is Bleep Prime in the call?
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, dude. I'm sorry. I literally just read your thing in the chat, so I wasn't sure. I didn't know
No,
how
it's
old that
cool.
was.
You know what? I'm just gonna go build my master grade because
I'm sorry, I heard wrestling references. I have to be a part of it.
Well, the only thing you need to know, is that that Oni's not allowed to talk about wrestling. We have a wrestling jar.
I
Oh,
am
he's
allowed to
not-
talk about wrestling, but I'm not as egregious as.
Wow, he actually fucking made that jump. Oh my God.
You guys might be annoyed by me.
No, that's fine. You can talk about wrestling all you want. Oni's just not allowed to talk about wrestling.
All right,
Yes.
Blee, you're a wrestling fan. I need to know a couple of quick facts from you.
Sure.
All right, now the obvious choice for this question is Kevin Nash is the greatest wrestler of all time, but in your opinion, who's the greatest wrestler of all time?
Oh my God, no!
Excuse me, I'm pretty sure it's
Okay.
Hulk Hogan.
No. Where's
I think you guys are just saying this on purpose just to piss off people.
Look. Everyone
Where's
knows,
Vegeta?
everyone
Okay.
knows the best wrestler of all time is Mark Henry. I don't know what
It's
you're talking
re-
about.
okay, I'll give you that one. But
Mark Henry's
Okay.
great, but it's really Ric Flair. He was the first rapper. They should teach Ric Flair in schools.
Yeah, that's fair.
See, Rick
That's
doesn't have
fair.
flow. He's got
I will
flair.
accept this. Yes.
Alright. So, from my knowledge of watching wrestling since 1992, most people would say Stone Cold is the best wrestler, right?
Yep.
Like that's
Yeah,
That's
so
what
was
he is.
awesome.
I mean, my opinion changes almost daily, but just
Yeah.
your goat of professional wrestling.
Daniel
my
Bryan.
go. I guess it depends on the time period, because like I like certain people at certain time periods, but then like at other time periods I could just as easily dislike them.
That's a fair statement.
Oh my God, Blee. Stop
I'm gonna
running
go
from me.
through mine based from golden era to now.
Golden era. Are you talking about like when like Shawn Michaels and X-Pac and Kevin Nash was there? Or are you talking about when
That's
Hogan was
Attitude
there?
Era.
I'm talking
No.
golden era like territory days. So I think actual best
Territory Day.
best
Okay,
territory
well-
days wrestler in my mind is Ric Flair.
One of the best wrestlers I could think of that's really, really old is Johnny Saint.
Johnny Saint is really good. He's
Yeah.
He's British. He's a British boy, right?
Yeah.
I've
But
always
then again, my opinions also differ because my dad knew people who knew about Japanese wrestling back in the 90s. So
You're speaking to my heart right now.
Oh my God.
I knew about I knew
I
about
already
Greg
love
Muda
you.
when I was 7.
Okay, sorry. Best wrestler is Jushin Liger.
Actually, Zero, can I tell you one quick thing?
What?
I know why you love Jushin Liger, because he's basically real life Sentai guy.
It's because he's a tokusatsu man. That's why.
Well, yeah.
Now, WrestleMania weekend, they had the G1 Supercard, which was New Japan Pro Wrestling and Ring of Honor on one show.
Also, Jushin Liger photobombed me and Scott when we were getting a picture with another wrestler.
Now,
What?
Yeah.
I'm so jealous.
I think it
love-
was it wasn't Kenny Omega. It was another dude. I can't remember his name. But we were getting a picture, and you could just see in the back, just Liger like his head just poking out, and I'm like, you motherfucker.
Please link this photo. I am so jealous. I love Liger so much.
We get
bombs everybody if he's there. Not joking.
But so at the G1 Supercard, they had Liger was like one of the last 3 people in the match. One guy was on the outside hiding, but it was him, and then Muda came down to the ring, the great Muda, and he looked like a Power Rangers villain. And I'd never been so hyped in my whole life.
Nice.
The other thing about Liger that I like is he's so fucking old, but he still wrestles like the best of them.
Oh, he had a 5-star match this year with this guy Taiji Ishimori, who looks like a real life action figure, and I love him. He's one of my favorites.
All right,
And
guys,
it was 5 stars.
we're gonna do Uprising. That cool?
That's
Yeah.
cool.
I know Liger fought, I think, Brian Pillman in the first Nitro.
Yes, he did, and that's another match that's really underrated. Rip Brian Pillman. His son's.
Oh,
Not
sorry,
very...
guys. The real best wrestler of all time is Cheeseburger,
Yes, I love Cheeseburger.
and it's all because of his Titantron.
Okay, so I'm gonna say something that most people I talk to don't know of, and I'm gonna go ahead and say the best wrestler is Dragon.
Dragon. You mean Super Dragon?
No, Dragon, the real Dragon in professional wrestling.
Where did he work? Where did he work?
Skip the intro.
Chikara.
Super Dragon.
Oh, Bleed, can you skip?
Is he a current Chikara guy or a classic Chikara guy?
I want to say classic, but I might have picked up in the middle.
I'm gonna
of it.
blame Kirby for not skipping.
He's definitely not current, but who's there like in 07 to 2012ish?
I went to the fucking Chikari Best of Trio show with like a long time, earlier with AJ and the Bucks when they were there, and AJ famously fucked up because of the lucha ropes.
Fucking hate lucha ropes. I think I saw that on Botchamania where he keeps fucking up on those ropes.
Oh, my local indie was on Botchamania. They had a cage match, and the cage fell onto the crowd. It was the funniest thing I'd ever seen.
God, that's terrible.
And the cage was so terribly built that like the fans were holding it up.
Oh,
I think I seen that one.
Yeah, it's this local indie called Limitless Wrestling. It puts on a lot of great stuff, and the guy who owns it is younger than me and brings like good talent. Joey Ryan's been there, who's one of my favorites.
Actually, Zero. This is going in the wrestle jar. I don't care, but I wish SCR was here because he was the one who did this for me 2 years ago, if you remember. He got Mafu and Joey Ryan as a video shout out to me.
Yeah,
that's all, dude. Joey Ryan is the coolest.
Is that when he came up to Toronto so we could go to the Ring of Honor thing?
I think it was.
Yeah, because
Zero, when did you become a secret wrestling fan?
Okay, so here's how it happened. So I've never been big into wrestling, but I've always been interested in Japanese wrestling because Scott would always talk about it, like our friend SCR. And essentially, he saw that a Ring of Honor and New Japan event was happening in Toronto, and he said to me, he's like, if I'm crazy enough to drive all the way to Canada because he's from Ohio, he's like, is it cool if I stay at your place? I'm like, I'll do you one better. I'll go with you.
Wait, when was this?
This was a few years ago. Like, this is when when I first dyed my hair green. So this would have been like 2015, maybe.
Oh, you guys went to the 2015 Global Wars?
It might have been 2015. It might have been 2014. I'll have to find the picture, because that's when we saw. I remember what match it was. It was because Moose lost his winning streak.
Oh, I hate Moose, but he was on the.
I liked
Patriots,
Moose.
so
His call though. Moose.
Yeah, I like Moose.
Moose.
I'm not a Moose guy.
But I was so. I remember.
He's not a Moose guy, but he must be a Squirtle guy.
I remember being so mad because I was like, oh man, Moose looks really awesome, and then he loses his winning streak that night, and I'm like, you son of a. And I think it was to Cheeseburger. I think it was to Cheeseburger.
That's the greatest thing I've ever heard.
No, it wasn't because it wasn't them, but I remember, like I said, it was 2017. Because it was like after Mom died.
I'm trying to remember.
Zero, were you guys say something to me?
He must have gone to another event then. Sorry, what was that?
To another
Were
event.
you gonna say something to me? Because I heard you say Blee, but then you stopped.
No, if I did, I forgot. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, it's alright.
Oh, did you?
You know who I think legitimately the most boring wrestler on planet Earth is?
Oh, Kirby, did you drop Turret Chan?
I dropped Turret Chan.
Hell yeah. And this is sacrilege, but Cody Rhodes is the most boring wrestler on planet Earth.
I wouldn't say the most, because I don't know.
The most boring non-fed guy, I'd say.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
Okay,
Alright.
I wanna
can agree with that.
counteract that and stuff like that. He wasn't boring. He wasn't boring during the time Jason Jordan was around, because Jason Jordan put me to sleep every match he was in.
Yeah, Jason Jordan sucks too, but
Oh, God,
Stardust
yeah.
was a great gimmick, and I'm so bummed that he hated it. I loved Stardust.
And then he teamed up with the Young Bucks and decided, oh, I'm gonna make
Okay, guys. How about this? Favorite tag team, the Briscoes for me.
Briscoes are a great tag team.
I bought one of their shirts because I loved how well they wrestled together. That I just had to have one of those hashtag We Dem Boys.
Fun fact: they are brothers that are born exactly 9 months apart, and I find that very funny.
That's kind of hard for me because I like bad tag team. I like New Day. I like the Hardy Boys. I like some of the classic tag teams. Like some of the tag teams that came out of the Hart Foundation. I enjoyed those and stuff like that.
Wait, are we talking about all time or current?
All time.
Yeah.
Rock and Roll Express.
Yeah, I like Rock and Roll Express. But
If
okay.
Jim Cornette, no, wait a minute. If Jim Cornette was here, he'd say, "You be wrong, motherfucker."
Blee, what were you trying to
I
say,
love
bud?
Jim Cornette, and I'm sorry.
I have a question.
What about
Yeah,
the Rock
hold
and
on, guys.
connection?
Blee has a question. What's up?
Who here is a fan of the Ascension back in NXT?
Always. I actually.
Hell yeah!
I think they were
Okay.
great. They got robbed on
The main roster. I mean, that's
They made him a joke.
that's the.
This
curse
is becoming
of
a
every-
wrestling stream. By the way.
Okay, but to answer the question,
that Oni's on.
okay, but to answer the question and stuff like that, I like Crime Time.
Crime
Time
Time
was
is
fun.
underrated. That's
Yo, JTG has two really great books out, by the way. They're on audible.com. Shout out to JTG. Check out his books on audible.com.
Oh, fucking hell.
This stream is brought to you by Audible.com.
Oh man, I wish I had my own Audible code.
But Crime Time was actually solid. Like they were really gimmicky, but they were a throwback to what got me into wrestling. Just like they weren't the best wrestlers, but the gimmicky shit they would do was great. Favorite modern tag team? I do like the Bucks. I know that's a popular answer. They
Fuck
are
the Young Bucks.
no, the Bucks are fine. There's nothing.
Fuck, they're not.
There's nothing wrong with the Bucks.
So you'll have to
but-
excuse him. He has a hate boner for the Young Bucks.
I do not have a hate boner for the Young
What
Bucks.
the world? That looks like a pretty hateful boner.
I know what a hate boner is, man.
But other than I do like the Bucks. I am very prone to being. I'm a Bullet Club guy. I own like
Bullet Club's
27
pretty
Bullet
solid.
Club shirts. It's disgusting.
Speaking of Bullet Club, I was a fan of Gorillas of Destiny.
I love them, but I like Tama before Loa showed up in Japan. Tama is a great fucking talent and cuts a great promo. Also, Brody King and PCO are a very good tag team.
Shoot the bomb.
Yeah.
For two guys that have never worked together outside of anything else, and PCO being like 50-something years old, he's really good.
Bomb.
Oh, it was a bomb?
Hey, boner.
Shoot the bomb here.
But God is up there for me as another like GOAT tag. Like they're actually no, I'm gonna go Anderson and Gallows just because I think New Japan, Anderson and Gallows because I think they were actually way better than.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let me throw another one at you guys. Best WWE champion.
Ooh, that's tough for me.
Wait,
I gotta say, I have to say
Things
CM
have to
Punk.
qualify real quick. Are we talking of all WWE heavyweight champions, or does it have to be WWE? Like, can it be WWF?
This is
Yeah,
personal
WWF
opinion and not
counts.
fact, right?
Yeah, WWF counts. Like personally for me, yeah, it's personal opinion. Personally for me, CM Punk.
It's Diesel
Yeah,
all
that's
day.
fair. Yeah, that's fair.
It's Diesel.
Oh,
Well, for me personally,
It's not really
Yeah.
Diesel. I love Kevin Nash, but actual of all time, it's Austin.
Yeah,
oh, me
Steve
too.
Austin.
Right there with you.
Daniel Bryan got fucking robbed of his assault.
What, by losing to
Past
Kofi?
Rock or current Rock?
I blame The Rock for that one.
Current Rock. Fucking The Rock, when he came back, was the least deserving person to fucking win the strap.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
you
true.
mean like in 14?
Yeah, when Rock came back and beat Punk, it was fucking
Yeah.
why? Like, why?
That was a joke, and not a good one.
Yeah, because
Like
we gotta
Punk holds the friggin' title for as long as he does, and he loses it to the fucking Rock, who
Still
just
doing
comes
shit.
back.
And then, but he had the best.
We can see the
WrestleMania
bomb,
match in
Unreal.
a long time.
All right.
Like there wasn't a WrestleMania match that good since.
Man,
Wait.
look, my name is Torbjorn. I have a turret channel,
I
and
died.
I have a small nail gun. I am not killing things fast.
I mean, my goat
Hey.
opinion of all time is gonna be Austin because Austin Rock 2 is better than Austin Rock
All right.
anything.
I
Yeah, that's
personally
true.
agree with Austin just because Austin.
Okay, guys, we gotta get these
especially during
the
the
slicers
Attitude
off
Era.
of us, off them.
I got a bomb
During
coming.
the Attitude Era, he was he sold the most merchandise, and he was like the biggest wrestler at the time. But my pick is probably gonna be Bruno Sammartino simply because he had it for 7 years, 8 months, 2 weeks, and 1 day without losing it.
The fact that you know that off the top of your head makes me love you so much.
Dude,
My problem with Bruno is a lot of those old matches are very boring to me.
well,
But Bruno was so competent with what he did.
yeah, like because those matches were definitely a standard of their time. But the fact that he had it for that long does
Actually,
have
The
a
fact
lot
that nobody said Sean kind of confuses me because Sean
Oh
was.
God, no! Don't get me wrong. I like Shawn Michaels. No, get me wrong. It's just I
Am I
prefer
the
Austin,
only
I'm
person on
sorry.
planet Earth that will defend that Kofi and Bryan was the best match at Mania?
Fuck yes!
No.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it was good for what it was.
Yeah, it was the
I'm not-
best match of Mania. Like no other match
Then
even
again-
surpassed it.
I mean,
past
granted,
Mania-
Jay White and Okada happened the night before, and that's the best match of Mania weekend. But
Yeah. This
What was
Mania
that, Rag
was
Guy?
just lacking though.
I
That
mean,
was also too
it-
fucking long.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Hold on, Rye,
Oh
what
my
was that?
What
my
is
roommate got
with-
so mad at us because I think he went to bed and there was still 2.5 hours left of Mania.
It's like, we
were watching it all the way to like fucking 11:30 p.m. It's like, could this thing get any?
It was midnight, like 12:30 a.m. for me, and it was like, son of a bitch, I like to go to bed. I want to go to fucking bed.
Although Mania this year wasn't complete garbage. The only caveat is that Drew McIntyre didn't enter to his original theme.
Yeah, and Kurt Angle's retirement bullshit.
Well, that didn't happen. We all like to forget about it.
That was stupid. That was stupid.
Well, I'd like to forget that, to be honest.
And the
Me and
fact
my
that,
brother-
that Taker showed up on Raw instead of Mania. But we got John Cena back as the Doctor of Thugonomics.
I guess I should be saying.
That
Rad as
was
fuck.
fun.
I guess I should be
I never
saying.
gave my answer, but I guess at this point it doesn't matter.
No, it totally does.
Go.
Go ahead.
When Miz held his titles, I felt like that he had the best runs. When the Miz had his belts.
Fair enough. I
even
respect
though
that.
I can see that. I can
Even
see
though I
that.
don't like the Miz, I've never liked the Miz. I liked it when he held the title.
In
All right,
2018 to 2019, why did the Miz deserve the strap the most?
All right,
I'm still
so-
contemplating that. It should have been Miz and fucking Bryan with Miz holding the belt. Although I did love that deep right heel turn.
Mm-hmm.
But
Wrestle
honest-
jars
honest-
off the table, by the way, or Oni, you owe us.
Well, I had to take it off the table so I could get an empty one, but
Okay, Kirby's down.
All right,
Um,
Oni has to buy us all pizza, real pizza.
Oh, fuck off. No, if the wrestle jar was still on the table, Kent would have the
wait,
most
hold on,
expensive
wait,
wedding.
Doom. You asked the pizza question, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, we did. I did ask your question to him.
I didn't hear what he
What?
said because I haven't watched
There's
it
a
yet.
pizza question?
This was in the podcast.
I asked the very healthy video gamer boy. I'm sorry, what was his name again?
Chris,
I mean his YouTube alias.
ultra healthy video game nerd.
Yeah, I wanted to know
right.
what I wanted to know what makes a good pizza.
His answer will surprise you.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Best Intercontinental Champion.
Ooh.
Honky Tonk Man. I don't care what Oni says.
Get off with that shit.
Dude, Honky's the
Oh,
greatest.
shit.
I love
You better use
Honky.
revive. You better use revive on.
It's on cooldown because you guys died.
I will just say this, Oni. Have you ever heard Gallows talk about meeting Honky Tonk Man for the first time?
Have you guys heard about what he did to me and the guys when we were doing RDR?
He was but Oni, before I want you to have
Guys, chill for a second. Unreal, come pick me up right quick. I'm like in a doorway.
Run out of time. And
Damn it.
All right, Oni. I have to
Bling,
go.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Bling.
I gotta go take a piss real quick, but I want you to.
You
tell
have
your
a
Honky Tonk
shield
bit.
as Reinhardt. You're not supposed to be rushing into attack. That
I
is not
thought we
Reinhardt's
had
role.
control for a second. I'm sorry.
It's all
Yeah,
good.
that's not the role of Reinhardt.
It's all good. We can do it again.
How about we don't play Uprising?
Okay.
Play or the other.
Okie dokie.
I was just trying to get some variety going. Well, what one would you prefer to do?
Well, I haven't done Retribution today.
You haven't done Retribution today? All right, let's do that.
No, because I literally just logged.
All right. Is that cool with you, Blee?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right.
When I
Actually,
get this feeling, it's gonna be a fucking highlight on your channel soon.
I don't think the whole
this
wrestling
is
thing's
the-
going to be
this
a
is
whole
the thing that's
highlight.
happening now.
There's too much
Well,
editing for that.
Oh shit! It's like the wrestle jar is finally off the table for
Like
one
that's like
night
that's
only.
like a 30-minute like clip right there. That's going to be too long. I can't do that.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Yeah, just cut up the highlights.
No, it's just. If he hadn't said wrestle jar was off the table, I bet you he would have put it onto the side and just be like ting, 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 ting. The shit would be overflowing. Like,
Kirby, let me know when you're back. If you're back, then
No, I've been here. I just
Okay.
been just quiet because I was just like, it's whatever.
okay.
I'm sorry, Kirby.
Retribution
It's-
score.
It's whatever. I was looking at stuff on my YouTube anyway. You guys pick the game, whatever.
Okay, so 8 years ago.
Good job, Aaron Black. Blowing up that building.
Aaron Black.
They're both voiced by Matt Mercer. and they're both-
No. Aaron Black is voiced by Troy Baker.
Oh, Troy Baker. Fuck, they sound fucking goddamn.
They sound alike.
Yeah.
Are you? Oh, I was about to say, are you trying to spoil Mortal Kombat 11's story for me?
I'm not
what's
spoiling it.
going
We
on
know
in it.
Aaron Black's in it.
It's like, wow, yeah, I mentioned a character that's
Jesus
in the
Christ! I
fighting
look away for
roster.
2
Okay.
seconds and I'm playing Genji again.
Hey, game.
Oh, did you want?
I play Genji way too much for someone who doesn't main him.
I'm sorry.
Well, you know what that means.
Moira, I need healing.
God damn it, Genji.
I wish they would let us switch between each other.
It's fine. I'm getting better at using Genji, but I've never liked Genji's gameplay style because I play Paladins and there's so many characters that play like Genji that do it so much better.
I started playing Paladins yesterday.
It is a good time to play Paladins. I do recommend if you enjoy the game enough to spend the $40 just to get the permanent.
Well, I think
Dylan,
he did.
pause that and come in here for 2 seconds.
Yeah,
Is
I'm
this mic
still
live?
trying to find
This
like.
looks live.
We'll do it live.
Sorry, my bad.
Okay, so like, because like I was streaming it yesterday. I was playing the new game mode called End of Days.
Yeah.
Or yeah, it is so fun. It's like you only get a select amount of champions to play, but it's just like, oh my god, modifiers and stuff like that. Like Ruckus is like the best character to play on that game mode.
Fuck yeah, Ruckus is best champion.
I got played a game yesterday.
Sorry. Fernando is best champion.
Fernando. This is how you do it in Fernando land, because I don't know what country Fernando is. He
Fernando.
looks Spanish, but you know, Paladin's a different world, you know. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Since we talked about, you know, WWE best WWE champion, best tag team of all time, why don't we give a love to some females right now? Be honest.
Oh, you have a wife.
All right, let's do the thing.
You have a wife. I mean, there's only so much love we can give to the female wrestlers.
That's not what we meant.
The only female wrestler I know is China, so
China.
yeah.
I mean-
Molly Holly was cool.
Molly Holly was really underrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're talking best of all time.
Yes.
Bull Nakano.
Yes.
Okay, I'll give
Thank
that
you.
one. Bull
Thank
Nakano.
you.
Fuck yeah.
Thanks. Finally, a believer. Thank you.
Why don't you guys host a wrestling podcast?
I've done that before.
Oni does
Oh, I've
host
done it
one.
too. I
Yeah,
used
just-
to. I used to with MJ and L, man. See, that's why I was gonna tell that story. Thanks. This is why I fucking hate the honky tonk man.
I was just about to bring up why. I was about to
Yeah.
ask why.
Okay, all right. Everybody, sit down and gather around. I'm about to tell a tale.
I'm
I
drinking.
know this story, but I'm gonna listen anyway.
This happened during season 2 of RDR, and I'm breaking my silence with this one. If MJ ever finds out, whatever.
Season 2
I
of
guess I better not
Wresting.
clip this one then.
No, clip it. I don't give a shit. I want the honky tonk man to listen because I know he's a fucking piece of shit.
You know he's
a lying
not
sack
though.
of
He's
shit.
too
He's a
great.
lying sack of shit, and here's why. We
Whoa.
were on the Honky Tonk Man's Radio Network podcast for like 2 weeks when we started doing season 2 of RDR. Why? Because we decided to be honest and truthful when it comes to wrestling and how we felt.
So you're a mark. Go on.
He gets fucking pissy about it. And say, no, we're gonna cut you off. Thanks for not telling us beforehand to. Here's an idea. Why didn't you tell us we could reformat and shit and do it better? You know, we could have. We were open to suggestions. Nope. Fuck
Wait, I
Alright.
don't get this. What?
It seems nonsensical why he's mad at Honky.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah,
I'm
slow
confused.
down,
I'm
please. I need to
confused.
know-
Oni,
Okay.
Oni, are you saying someone didn't like your podcast, so you got mad at them?
Not. Okay.
No,
Not really.
Look. What it sounds like to me, and please tell me if I'm wrong, is that he had a podcast with his crew and everything, and it was going well, and he was listening to Honky Tonk Man's podcast with his crew or something, maybe.
No. We were invited, technically. Our podcast was on the radio network, technically.
Okay.
Okay, so now give some more reason as to why you don't like Honky. Now that understanding.
We were there for 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden we were just pulled. Because we were honest about wrestling. We weren't being marks. We were just being honest. I mean, sure, we told a few jokes.
What were your ratings like?
I would say it's not even the
Never
ratings.
told
What
us.
was your subject matter? Because something you need to
It was
understand
always, we were always reviewing Raw and SmackDown, and I guess for me, TNA.
TNA.
That's probably why he didn't like
Tits and ass. Tits and ass.
Fuck
Even
Vince
though-
Russo.
Yeah, I agree on that one.
He's not even booking there anymore.
It doesn't matter. Fuck Vince Russo.
Exactly.
Well, okay.
He's a piece of
I'll give you that. Yes.
Yeah,
Vince
Vince
Russo
Russo is a fucking piece of shit. Okay, if I had to choose between,
Everyone stand behind me.
if I
Stand
had to
behind
choose,
Brom.
if I had
wrong
to
character.
choose to hate who to hate more
Oh,
between
shit.
Vince Russo and Honky Tonk Man, I would drop my hate for Honky Tonk Man and hate on Vince Russo more. Because fuck.
All right.
Vince
I
Russo.
mean, but what about Ian Rotten?
Oh jeez, Ian Rotten.
Yeah, you forgot to hate Ian Rotten, but he's a piece of shit too.
yeah.
Oh.
Okay, but like I guess that's the story. But like
Yeah.
I like
Yeah, because I asked about
I
champions.
I have to say this, and I say this to a lot of people and stuff like that.
Let
The
it
bullshit.
go.
No. The bullshit they teach us in school about showing our work applies into conversations.
That's very no.
To be honest, I kind of wish he would have told us in a way, just like, here's how you could do better and all that, because we technically are open to criticism.
Well, we're doing it live there, champ, so you got to be able to roll with the punches. If you can't, you're going to be like that fat piece of shit Bundy eating fucking cheeseburgers out the bag. I love honkies so much.
He just took us off the air without it. You know what?
Did you guys ask him why? Like, were you just like, well, what's the big deal?
Yeah, I mean,
I understand your frustration at it and stuff like that, but
it's been
honestly,
years though. I shouldn't be mad though.
You shouldn't be.
Like, you know, the thing is, when something you feel, and I talked to a psychiatrist about this.
it's passion.
When you're passionate about something, and that passion is stripped away from you, it leaves a bit of trauma. And, and it frustrates you, and it will forever haunt you because it makes you think that I'm not good enough. I'm not. This is not something. This is something I thought I could do, but I was told no. And even if it was just like, even if there was a legit reason, if there's not a legit reason, that trauma is going to still stick with you.
Mm-hmm.
If
Also-
not, next time, just don't be a fucking mark around honky.
Oh fuck you!
I also want to add that there's also a lot with like talking to someone that you as a kid were watching and thought was really cool, and then they turn out to be something you thought they'd never be.
Actually, you're right. Don't meet your heroes is a big thing.
Yeah.
Now, I treat everybody like people. Like, I've met some pretty big name dudes in the industry.
Yeah.
Like, I've met Colt Cabana. I've hung out with Teddy Hart, who's not a big name in the business for good reason.
It's like when people ask me like, how did you get Caddy to agree to be in your video? I'm like, I asked him. Like,
that's
people,
right. Yeah, you told that story when like you, me, and Jordan were all hanging out.
People were
that's-
literally just like, yeah, but how'd you get him? I'm like, I asked him, and he said yes.
Get him.
But,
He happened to be at a convention. I asked him, I'm like, this is stupid, but do you want to be in it? And he's like, yeah, sure. In fact, he asked to do multiple takes because he wasn't happy with the first ones. He's like, can we do it again? I'm like, yeah, we can do it again if you want.
Fuck yeah.
And
Yeah,
to
but
keep in mind, he was tired because he had to move a bunch of stuff. He was jet lagged. It was his first time in Canada. He could have easily said no, thank you, and I would have been like, okay, that's the end of it. That's totally fine. I accept that. But instead, he's like, yeah, let's do it. Because
Dude, that's how I met half my abridged friends. I just asked them if they wanted to do something.
I have learned the worst someone can say is no, and if they say something worse than no, then they're just being an asshole.
Yeah.
You know, the sad thing is that,
Zero, on the opposite end of that, when I was at Retro World, I wanted to like have Norm help with our thing, and he said no, and that was okay. 'cause he
Yeah,
had a very good
and
reason
I respect
He had a
Norm.
very, very good reason to say no, and it's an unfortunate reason why to say no, but
I've
totally understandable. Some guy fucked him over in a similar situation.
I've met Norm a few times too, and he's a solid dude. So I don't hate on him for saying no to that.
Get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, I'm out.
Actually, that's like the time I met Richard Horvitz. I asked him, I'm like, can I get a picture? He's like, unfortunately, because of my management, they only want me to take photos for money, but I'll give you a hug. And I was like,
Hey guys, let's get out of here.
Lee, come on,
that's dope.
bring your cowboy ass over here.
hell, actually,
Come
a
on.
few wrestlers, like I said. Well, again, I've already mentioned about what SCR did for me with Mafu and Joey Ryan. I appreciate that. I still have that video to this day. I'm never gonna let it go.
You know what? The funny thing is, since we're talking about this, I don't think like when me and Zion were talking about doing Mega Man Star Force, I don't think we even asked Zero or Zoids to join in. We just told him about what we were going to do, and he was like, Zero's like, I'm in, because he loves Star Force.
Yeah, dude, it's so weird when you treat like people. It's so weird the responses you get.
And
because-
it's funny because I will fanboy sometimes for people, but then I'll be like, okay, I got my fanboying out of the way. Let's talk to them like they're a person. Like, especially when I'm doing this podcast now, I'm like, okay, I have to, like, they're people. So I gotta just get into the mindset, you know. I don't care how many subscribers they have. I don't care how popular they are. Just talk to them, because I have another high profile YouTuber that I'm going to be interviewing soon on my podcast, and he's just a dude. He's just a guy who happens to share similar interests to me. So,
like, just because it's on topic, but like in 2013, I was checking my Twitter and I saw that some dude named Zeromaster followed me, and I had already been a big fan of his shit. So when he followed me, I was like, oh, that's cool. But on the inside, I'm like, oh, that's really fucking cool.
I will never get used to people like Jordan saying they were a big fan of me, because he had something like 60,000 subscribers. And I'm like, how did you find me, of all people?
Well, because we all started from somewhere, you know, like I think I found out about you because of some video about a panel that some other guys were being a part of. And
shit! The Council of Bush and Goodies.
Oh God.
Actually,
no. I think it was. I don't quote me if I'm wrong on this. I want to say it was like Purple Eyes or like something like that.
Purple Eyes is a cool dude.
That's what everybody's told me. I've never had a conversation with the guy, but I love his shit. But I feel like it was a video like of promoting a panel that he was going to be on that you were on.
Are you guys cool with me tanking again?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead. Is there any type of player we need, like a healer or something?
Yeah, we got a healer. There are 2 damage healers, so we need a healer.
Something. I'm surprised I even have fans, to be honest. I don't. As much as I like to trade around with an ego and all that.
Hey guys,
legit.
There is like a dead body over here, and I don't think I.
I legit.
Okay. Doomfist, calm down, buddy. Calm down.
I don't want to get arrested again. Okay.
It's fine. It's fine. We're not gonna get arrested. If you get all freaked out, that's how we're gonna get arrested.
Okay, but look. I'm Doomfist.
Dude, chill. Fucking chill. Like May over here.
Hello,
see, May?
my name is Doomfist. I am from the island of Haiti.
See, May.
Wait,
May is chill.
No, I think he's from South America. Is he from South America? Or Africa?
I am from places.
Look. I am so mysterious and evil that no one knows what country I'm from. And I'm the only black guy here. I do want to get arrested.
Dude, look at May and just chill like she is.
Oh shit, she has an ice gun. Run. Do you think Doomfist gets his fist tech from the same people who make Jax? Okay. It depends on which canon you're talking about with Jax.
What is Jax? Oh, from League, right?
No, Jax from Mortal Kombat.
No, oh my fucking god, I'm an idiot.
Okay, because if
I drink too much.
Okay, if it was like, I'm not allowed to talk about League. Okay, that's the jar.
Nobody says you're not allowed to talk about League, but I know that.
Zero. What's my jar? Odie's
got
a wrestling jar.
Well, no. Well, only has a wrestling jar, because if there wasn't a wrestling jar, we would only ever talk about wrestling. That would be it.
We've kind of already done that, and Kirby stream is League. What's mine? What's my jar?
No. The thing is,
his is a self-imposed jar, and I don't know why.
I don't know. I don't talk about League because I get really salty.
It's because you get salty. That's why.
It's so easy to though.
And I want to say this. I want to say this with the straightest face. I actually Alt F4'd my game earlier today.
Really?
Yeah, I literally was just like, no, I'm not. I'm done here. We've gone as far as we can.
Okay, so weirdly enough, I don't mean to transition to another topic, but it's kind of on topic. So my best memories of League revolve around music.
Oh sure, no, the music and stuff done with League and stuff like that is really good. Like I was friends with a lot of people from, say, Falcon Shield.
That's actually cool, but not exactly what I was talking about, because I used to play League, and I would listen to music, and the album that I think I've played League to the most, oh, this is my jar, was Kanye West Jesus, because it had just come out
there
when
might
I
be a
first started playing
Kanye
League.
jar.
Yeah, we need
By the way, can I just say I love that in the new in Little Dicky's new video that Kanye is played by Kevin Hart.
Wait, why?
Also, Zero, I really want you to listen to this one album because I want your opinion. I think it's
I
something
am open to listening to Kanye. I just have yet to find anything of his shit past like a certain era
Graduation.
any good.
like anything around graduation is good.
And the other thing too is like I'm like every time I listen to his music I'm like I could be listening to better rappers right now. Like I could be listening to way better rappers right now.
But at the same time, I'm in that camp where I'm like, Kanye is not really. He'll even best rap. It's just all encompassing, like between music design and everything else.
I don't believe that because anytime I've seen him talk about his music, he's very egotistical.
Well, yeah, most musicians
He thinks he's the best in the world.
He's not.
Dude, I met Joe Perry from Aerosmith because one of my buddies I used to make electronic music with was Joe Perry's son's partner in an electronic group. And I met him at a party drunk off my ass. I'm like, dude, you're Joe Perry from Aerosmith. And he's like, yeah, dude, pleasure to meet you. And he was a nice dude. I'm like, dude, I love your shit. And he's like, yeah, most people are. And I'm like, that's such a dick thing to say, but he's Joe Perry from Aerosmith, so I'm not going to call him out.
Nico,
but I think, like, you like psychedelic rock, right?
Some of it.
I feel like Kids See Ghosts would be up your alley.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Kids See Ghosts.
Have you listened to it all?
No, I haven't listened to it all.
It's only a 7-track album, which is why I really appreciated Kanye last year because all the albums he produced were only 7 fucking tracks. And I get musical ADD, so 7 tracks.
I like it, just for comparison. I really like Silverstein's short songs, where all their songs are 90 seconds long, and the album.
That's a good album, though.
It is a great album, yeah. But I was just thinking you were like it only has 7 tracks, so I'm like, okay, what else do I know that's like that? That's not an EP.
But that's one of the things I enjoy about like that is the fact that like good music doesn't need to be so fucking long. Like one of my favorite albums of all time has a final track that is 13 fucking minutes long, and you don't feel the length of it because of how good it is. And it's by a band called Mastodon. It's their best album. I don't care what anyone says.
Mastodon.
Pterodactyl.
Oh, by the Saber-tooth tiger.
Dragon sword.
The one thing I remember about the band Mastodon was they toured with another band called Early Man.
Yes. Yes, they did.
Can I just say I think the best. What the fuck was that?
We got a goddamn kaiju in the chat right now.
I just say one of the best upcoming rappers is Quadeca.
I've heard some of his stuff. He's pretty. Wait, is that a girl?
No, it's a dude.
Had to ask.
His latest.
Give me a break. I've been drinking, but I've heard that name.
His diss track against KSI is fucking like unbeatable. Like he nailed it.
Disagree.
100%.
There are 2 in my mind, my personal opinion, best diss tracks of all time.
Well,
I disagree 100%.
The 2 best diss tracks of all time is Ether by Nas and Adidon by Pusha T.
Well, it's fucking Nas, of course.
Somebody had to take Drake down a peg, and Pusha T did it right.
If anybody could take Drake down a peg,
okay. Let me ask you this: what do you think of Killshot?
Dude, this is a whole fucking podcast.
Yeah, it is.
This really is.
I'm gonna have to have you on the next time I talk about music on my podcast.
Dude,
I'm still waiting for my invite to the zero map.
Yeah, I'm really sorry,
dude,
Kirby. Like,
I'm gonna make this real quick. One of the main reasons why, I'm not a big Eminem fan. I like his first 3 albums. I think they're all solid. I think Rap God is a good song.
I thought he was getting stale, and then he released Rap God, and I was like, okay, well.
The last good thing I heard him do was on a track called Caterpillar with Royce the 5'9", which Eminem, I think, he comes out in the best Eminem I could have ever wanted, and I want more of that. But I feel like he hasn't done that since. But if we're talking about Machine Gun Kelly versus Eminem, one of the big things I like about Eminem is how iconic his diss tracks are. Like, I can go back and listen to him talk shit about Ja Rule or Benzino or anybody he's talked shit to because they're good songs. Killshot lyrically is genius, but I feel like the song is actually boring. Where if I listen to Machine Gun Kelly's track takes a lot of really cheap shots, but it's more memorable because of it. And I don't think anybody won in that because Eminem didn't sound like he was up to form. It sounded like it was something he recorded in a day. But it's still genius on the rap sense of things because his rhyme scheme is still amazing. His flow is good. The beat he chose is really weak in my mind. But I feel like the shit Kelly said really took a chink out of his armor.
Okay, I have a question. Side questions about Eminem, just very quick. What did you think of Venom when they asked him to do the song for the Venom movie?
I really wish they just went with the Run the Jewels track. Because I think Venom sucks.
Wow. I actually like Venom.
But the other thing is I'm willing to say that Eminem is not my tea.
Well, I mean, Eminem I grew up with. And I don't think he's super great, but then there's certain things like Rap God, for example, that was just like, okay, yeah, this like proves that he's not, out of the game just yet.
That was his track where he basically said, look how big my dick is and look how great I am. And he did it better than I think anyone else did it. Rap God is a great track because not only is his rhyme scheme throughout the whole thing, if you were to color code it, it's so in depth with everything he does, and then his technique is flawless.
Well, let me put it this way: before Rap God came out, I thought he was washed up. I'm like, you're done, is what I thought. I'm like, he's done as a rapper, and then he drops Rap God, and I'm like, okay, maybe he's not done.
See, this sounds really weird, but I don't think I've ever really left a lot of white rappers.
Well, it's funny because this is gonna make me sound incredibly white, but there's actually a few I like. I mean, I love the Beastie Boys because the Beastie Boys are fucking classics.
Yes.
They don't count because everybody should like the Beastie Boys because they're so fun.
I know a lot of people don't like them, but I like organized rhyme.
They're solid. I'll give them that.
Like in terms of like late 80s, early 90s, like hip hop rap, like pretty solid, especially when you consider that it's Tom Green before he went comedy. Like it's nuts to think about. Like it's like if you actually sit down and listen to anything beyond Check the OR, which was their big hit, like they actually have a lot of solid tracks. It makes me feel bad that I kind of wish they did more, but it is what it is. And those are the ones that I could think of. I haven't listened to a lot of Macklemore, but I know that he has his couple solid hits he had for a couple of years there.
The thing that I really like about is
I'm gonna throw out a white rapper right quick, just right quick.
Yeah.
Listen to Ritz.
Ritz?
Ritz is solid. Ritz is
amazing.
I haven't heard
white
Ritz, so I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
As far as Macklemore goes, he was like one of the conscious white rappers that broke out in mainstream, and it's funny because he never did like a lot of hip hop people will.
Yo, Doom, real quick, guys. Do you want to do a couple more rounds of Storm Rising?
I'm kind of done for now.
You're done?
I'm getting tired. I'm kind of getting tired, and I gotta do a lot of stuff around the house before the family gets home.
Kevin, Blee, you guys want to do any more?
I'm up for it if you guys are.
What was that, Kevin?
I don't care.
Okay. All right. Anyways, continue, Doom. I'm sorry.
I kind of lost my train of thought. No, wait, no, I didn't. I'm picking it back up. Slowly but surely.
I'll be merciful
like
this time.
Eminem's late career.
No. Well, see, Macklemore was one of those first, like, kind of squeaky clean, conscious white rappers that came out, and everything he did was like he was very solid in everything he did, and everything he had a purpose. He wasn't talking about like getting money, bitches, and weed. He was legitimate. Like, I think the worst song he ever did was that fucking thrift shop song.
Oh, I actually like that song.
I know a lot of people do, but I think that's his worst. And if that's his worst song, that says a lot about who he is, because he had everybody in the country bumping to that.
That is true.
Like I feel like if you're a good hip hop MC, like, I think it takes a couple of great things. One thing is you need to have good punchlines, where I think a rapper like Childish Gambino, who basically only raps in punchlines.
I've only recently got into Childish Gambino.
I like
his singing shit's great too.
I like Childish Gambino when he was in fucking Rex.
I don't think I've heard any of that.
No, before he was Childish Gambino, he was a comedian named Donald Glover.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I knew that. Oh, you're talking about Parks and Recs. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm thinking you're talking about a hip hop group that I didn't know about.
He was in, I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was called Humor or what, but he was in a thing, this one skit.
Oh no, he was in a show called Community.
Yeah, I just
no,
said that.
but this is before Community. Like,
yeah, no, you're right. What the fuck?
I can't remember what the name of the show was, but I remember there's this skit. It's still on YouTube because he was doing YouTube stuff at that point. It's called "Don't Masturbate to This." And it's
I've seen that. That's really.
It's just a video where like they have there's a what is it? There's a painting with fruit on it. Okay, Behemoth. Bleed. Hold on, I gotta heal you, buddy. And it's just a painting of fruit, and there's a sticky note on it that says "Don't masturbate to this," and they're all like, "Why would we do that?" And then the rest of the video is them trying to sneakily steal the thing so they can jerk off to it.
Also, the thing that I love about Donald Glover, he filmed his first ever movie was called Mystery Team. I don't know if anyone's ever seen it.
I've seen that. Where
I love that movie because the strip club they go into, I almost worked at for like a very solid amount of time.
Wow.
Yes, it was filmed like 20 minutes away from me.
Oh yeah, I always forget that you were a strip club DJ.
Yeah. Well, I was the guy that got on the mic. Like, thank you very much. Station's coming down off the mic. She's going to be ready for VIP time. We got Raven making her way up right now for a 3-song set. Let's get a little job in the mix.
Snoop Dogg 5 in a row.
Oh my god.
That's another podcast episode I have to have. Tales from the strip club.
Dude, dude, the funny thing is, like, the interesting stories outweigh the non-interesting, or like the non-interesting stories outweigh the interesting stories.
Could you tell enough interesting stories to cover a couple hours?
I can tell you about the whole experience as a whole from start to finish and include a bunch of interesting stories.
Yeah, like seriously, like I think that would make for a sweet podcast. We gotta do that sometime. And yes, Kirby, we will figure something out. It's just that one that you wanted to do. CJ was kind of wanted to keep it one-on-one. That's why we.
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. I understand.
I want you to be on the podcast. It's just
Zero wants everybody to be
I feel so bad. I always promise you things and then I don't come through because I'm an asshole.
Except for me, because I'm boring.
No,
you're not boring, kid.
On the podcast.
Oni's boring.
Oni, before you start getting so angry, I don't think you're a wrestling fan, and I respect that. I think you are the most verbose, loud human being I've ever met, and that's saying a lot because I worked with strippers, but I think you're fine.
Thanks. I guess that's a compliment.
Oh, actually, I want to post this photo because I drew this when I worked at the club. A lot of people don't know this. When you work in adult entertainment nightclubs, as a DJ, your job is to keep a rotation. So I am going to quickly post this in the general. I accidentally joined the general chat, not the.
I sat there and watched that too.
I'm going to post.
Drink.
Yes, I have.
Cut out.
No, you're fine.
But I drew this, and nobody fucking got it except for my buddy who got me the job. But this goes back to another topic that we've talked about before, Zero, and another thing.
Oh no.
But I drew Sonichu on the fucking board one day. And
God fucking damn it.
Why?
I'm just looking at this. Oh my god, why would you do that?
Just because, like,
you?
so my buddy, my buddy, who I'm not gonna mention by name, but I'm gonna call him Miguel for the sake of the story, got me the job because I just quit GameStop, and he got me a job at the club in like 2 days, and he's like, well, my buddy, he did voice acting, he's really good on a mic, he knows music, and I got on the mic and I was just natural at it. And he used to come in after my shifts. I would work day shift, which is not ever a time you want to go to a club. I love all my day shift girls, but you want to go in at night. So before he showed up, like 20 minutes before, I drew that so I could get a rise out of him.
Go, Father, and Zach to the extreme.
Okay, planning the bachelorette party here.
No.
Oh, I've got some great bachelor.
Well, here's what you do: is if you need a DJ for your bachelorette or bachelor party, you call Doom.
Hey there, everybody! It's me, DJ Doom, on the mic. We're here for so and so's bachelor party.
Yeah, it'd be mine, sadly.
Oh my god, I have a list somewhere in this room of just stripper names that I found were
I would
fun as hell.
I would pay you to say, like, whenever you have to refer to Oni, you'd have to refer to him as Terry Funko Pop.
No.
Oh, Zero. This story can go on a podcast. But can I tell the Beefaroni story? Right?
Oh,
When
go
Omi's
for it.
at the strip club, it has to be the Terry Funk album on repeat. I will pay $500 for that.
Barbara Streisand's nose.
Barbara Streisand's no.
My wrestling friend Scotty listens to that every day on his birth. Every time his birthday happens, he has to listen to
for
it.
introducing me to that amazing thing.
And his name is also Scotty, so shout outs. So is it okay if I tell the Beefaroni story?
Go for it.
This isn't what you think it is.
Oh no.
So one of the jobs, I think I already mentioned this, is as an adult entertainment disc jockey, is you are in charge of every single girl that comes through to work. Now, most of these girls are independent contractors, not so much like wrestling. They can come and go as they please. One of the requirements is that they have to make a stage when you call for them. So we set up a rotation. So my job is, okay, I show up at 11:30. I have 2 girls already ready to go for when we open at noon. So their names go directly to the top of the board. And you keep going with that, and you're doing it on a whiteboard, so a lot of things change. So my buddy showed up, and he was taking over the shift after me. He was working nights. I was still new. I was working there for like 2 months. So one of the things that I would do is, I would make sure that the rotation was perfect for him. But he came in where the time he was going to jump in was at the top of the rotation. So I figured I'd fuck with him. Because I'm thinking in my head, what did Ron Burgundy used to do? On the board, he's going to call it. So at the very bottom, at the very bottom of the board, I wrote Beefaroni.
No, you did not.
I did, because I was 100% thinking, like, I used to audition girls all the time. Girls would come in, they'd do their audition, I'd call them up for like 2 songs, and then my manager would ask them what I thought of it, like I fucking saw anything, because I'm too worried about mixing my music. But, occasionally I'd watch, because there's naked women. That's a lie. I watch it all the time.
Go on.
But I figured, I'm like, if he shows up, I'm going to bounce out immediately. I'm going to claim all this money that I made. I'm going to clock out and bounce home. And I figured if I wrote Beefaroni at the bottom, he wouldn't notice. Because I told him you're starting at the top of the rotation, which everybody that takes over for night wants. Because then you have enough time to fucking... Like, if there's any issues, like a girl goes upstairs for VIP, or a girl just leaves and goes home because she's been there her mandatory 4 hours she needs to work. So, top of the order is the best time to fucking show up. So, I put it at the very bottom. There was like 14 girls on the list. And so I do that and I bounce out of the booth. I say like 3 words. So I'm like, hey dude, have a good shift. I gotta go. So it's more than like 3 words. But I leave, and then I get a call about 20 minutes later.
Oh no.
And he's like, Corey, who the fuck is Beefaroni? And I'm like, I'm driving down the road on the highway, and I'm about to piss my pants laughing. And I just say, did you call her to stage? He's like, I've called her 3 times. Now, so he didn't get in trouble. I let the manager in on it, who he thought that was fucking great. And I let the girl who was supposed to take over after Beefaroni didn't show up, I let her in on it too.
Oh my god.
He didn't speak to me for a week. I had to see him at work. And that's the Beefaroni story.
Oh my.
At least you didn't write
Doom?
Beefaroni.
Doom, I want to let you know before I go that was some grade A bullshit, and that was something I would do too.
Dude, it's so easy to do it too. Oh.
That may have to
Because-
get clipped.
Because I love to fuck with people on a low key manner. Nothing obtrusive, just low key. And that's the most low key shit you could ever do.
And I wouldn't have done it if he wasn't like my best friend. But I really would, because we've had girls that showed up at the clubs with some dumb ass fucking names.
Do you have any examples?
Like, absolutely.
I'm intrigued.
So the best names, I think, at the club, because every girl goes under an alias. It's their gimmick, so to say. Like, it's their wrestling alias.
Yeah.
Which is
Strippers
what
are
I-
like wrestlers, is basically what you're saying.
Yeah, because it's all a work. They don't want to go home and sleep with you. They want your money. It's easy.
Wrestling
But-
could be applied with anything.
The dumbest names are girls that are named after like alcohol or cars.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You
like-
just remind me of a
Mercedes.
story, but I'll tell you after you finish.
Give a stereotype strip club name. I've heard them all. But sometimes the girls that like are trying to do something different are like, what the fuck? I had a Magdalene.
Oh, okay.
Mary Magdalene, which was one of the
Oh, God.
dumbest ones I
Oh.
ever heard. And we had some girl
That is
who's
sacrilegious.
it's a strip club, it's fine. If I haven't
I
seen
know. I'm just joking.
Halloween at the strip club is fun because some of those girls go all out. We had a girl that was into cosplay. And this past Halloween she did a show in another club because there are girls that are known as nomads and all they do is they travel from club to club. This girl that I worked with for a long time did a whole set at her club in insert state here as Mercy, and I thought that was the coolest thing.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
But she didn't make her costume. She bought it because she makes a lot of money.
But even still, like, that's pretty neat.
Yeah, she didn't make as much money.
That is one way to spice up the something as like probably as monotonous as stripping. Be like, I'm going to strip as Mercy tonight.
See, the other problem is the other thing that I liked is like some girls, like it's not uncommon to see a naughty nurse or something like that. So you have music you can fuck with, so you can do the doctor, give me the news, I got a bad case. Like that's a great song for that. So I love it when girls just didn't wear like their usual stuff and they would wear something that's interesting because then, oh cool, I can play off of this. I did have one girl who dressed up like a cat and I played
What's
Pussy.
new, Big Hat? Whoa,
No, I played
whoa.
Pussy by Lords of Acid. I played Cat
Oh my
Scratch
God.
Fever, and I played that song by Two Live Crew that I think is.
You didn't play Black Cat by Mayday Parade, did you?
I don't think I've ever played Mayday Parade. I did have one girl that I forget the name of the band, but it's like some emo core band, and in the middle of the song, like it's a video game related song, and she had a Legend of Zelda tramp stamp, And in the middle of the song,
Oh
like at the
my
end, it just goes
God.
up, down, left, right, BA select start.
Who's doing that
Oh
constant
god, I
clicking,
thought she
by
had the
way?
Triforce on her. Oh god.
No, she had that as a lower back piece.
Oh, okay. That's hot.
She had like some weird.
Nightman,
name,
is that
too.
you clicking?
I thought I was on mute. Sorry.
I'm trying to think what her stripper name was.
It's all right. All good, fam.
All right, so I'm gonna bounce.
All right, Kirby.
think-
Thanks for coming. I will try to be there tomorrow night. I will try my best.
No,
What-
I will also try to.
Can
be
you
there.
let everyone know when you stream?
I stream. I usually set up for my streams between the times 8:30 and 9 o'clock. I usually try to stream for an hour and a half, maybe
Gotcha.
2 hours and stuff like that. Depends on the interest of the game and
Oh,
everything.
what time?
8:30.
Oh, fuck my ass. 6 ways from asshole Sunday. Because guess what I've got planned that time?
Oh,
Wednesday?
One Roll Wednesdays are tomorrow too, aren't they?
No, it's Amiibo Armageddon.
Oh, Amiibo.
It's-
Fuck.
Oh.
Oh.
I gotta figure out a way to do my stream.
I don't know if I can miss Amiibo Armageddon.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay,
Well,
Kirby,
here's the
Kirby,
thing.
Kirby. Friday.
To be completely honest, I
Zero,
didn't think
here's the
anyone
one
here to come
thing.
here anyway.
Zero, here's the one fucking thing.
What?
If I didn't have work Thursday, I would have moved it to that. But
Okay.
I'm actually kind of stacked.
Okay,
I even have
Kirby.
work tomorrow
Friday.
for 9 to
Friday.
5,
Paladins.
I'm still gonna
Yes.
do it.
I guess I don't know. It depends on how I feel.
Okay. We'll figure it out. You're gonna see me on Thursday anyway, so. Probably.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't stream on tomorrow. Maybe I'll just because Thursday I'm gonna be busy early in the day, and then like Wednesday, I'm waiting on packages and all that kind of stuff. It's just I don't know.
Well, Curb,
Like,
if you want to stream, send me a PM. I can probably view it while I'm at work via a timeline when I can come hang. So
it's just like everyone seems to be busy when I want to try to stream, and then like everyone's free when I'm not streaming. And then I'm just like I've accepted this. I'm not mad because everyone gets busy and stuff like that. Like shit happens. But like,
dude, I don't want to write my record right now. All right, just fucking let me know and I will show up. I will make time for you, brother.
I
pinned.
I spend a lot of time looking at all these different games that I want to play and talk about and bounce ideas up, and I just don't get to do it. So it's fine. No, it's fine. I'm gonna watch Amiibo Armageddon anyway. So
Question.
Yeah.
answer.
What is Amiibo Armageddon?
I was thinking the same.
Bleed
shit.
your
Unreal,
subsidy,
can you
you'll
go ahead and
find
explain
out.
for not just him,
You're
but for
following
my?
me on Twitch, you'll find out.
Can you can you give a brief explanation for the people watching this?
I have a
stream?
lot of amiibos. They fight each other in Smash at level 1. Who wins? I don't fucking know. We'll find out.
Oh my god, can I please be on that to give color?
He usually
That was a
doesn't.
2 cluster fucking enough. I don't want it to turn into a 0 stream.
Yeah.
Oh, I just would love to be on.
Though
it.
I was gonna say, if you need a color commentator, Doom's your guy.
By God Almighty, Mark, just get him in my face. Don't
I'll
work.
just tell you right now, me and SCR kind of bounce off each
Mhm.
other pretty well.
Yeah, that's true. You guys do.
And besides,
Anyway.
we've got our little, problem with the organization that we're still taking care of.
Oh, right.
Well, actually, no, I took care of it, but I'll explain it when that happens. Because
All I care about is Shaq back in?
I will tell you tomorrow.
Tomorrow on Amiibo Armageddon, will Shaq
Because he's back and he's about to storm.
No.
Because it's Shaq Fu, a legend reborn.
He showed up as a ghost last time. He actually haunted the stream.
Shaq Fu. Get
Okay,
down with the
so-
crew. Okay, guys, I take it back. Best rapper of all time, Shaq.
No.
You know what? Zero.
Green egg and ham it.
Zero,
Guys.
I will give you Shaq. Shaq is a fair answer.
Guys, you know what? I'm gonna go.
All right, Kirby, thank you for
guys,
coming tonight.
Take care. Take care.
All right, Kirby, have a good one.
Actually, wait. This just kind of reminds me of one more quick strip club story.
Okay.
But before you tell it, let me say this because I've been wanting to say, Kit, you will be on the Home Base podcast the day we get married. Not a joke, because it'll be a
No.
Home Base podcast for
No.
Kit's wedding. No.
I'm not podcasting
Why
your
would you
wedding.
stream your wedding? It's supposed to be
No,
a very
that's not a.
Because I'm inviting you, a-hole.
Oh, I have plans for the wedding.
I'm not podcasting your wedding. It's a wedding.
Yeah. Just do a podcast for the honeymoon and then do a...
Oh God, no.
No, you don't want to hear me work the shit
All right.
out of
Oh, I'm down.
Yeah, I couldn't fly to you because the fucking environment was in the way.
Yeah, it's okay.
And like I said, you don't want to hear me work the
Anyways.
shaft. I'm sorry.
Anyways, have a good night, Kirby, if you're still here.
I love you, Kirby. You're a great brother.
Yeah, man. You're cool, man.
All right,
But
so
Zero
let's
Six-
hear this story.
So did I ever tell you my threat song for girls?
No.
Oh, go on.
So I need to preface this, where the job of a DJ, again, these girls are independent contractors. They can tell me to fuck off and leave, but they'll get penalized if they do, because all of our girls are independent contractors. If they show up for work and get dressed, and by dressed I mean they dress down into whatever the fuck they're wearing for their gig. They have to at least stay 4 hours. So some of the big things that end up happening is girls will get mouthy with you. And the ones that I found that got mouthy with me were girls that liked me, that were just fucking around with me. Particularly this one girl whose fake name is I'm not going to give her real name, is Mila. Now I need to preface this. You can find pictures of Mila because she was on the cover of or not on the cover, but she was in Maxim magazine a couple of times. She's done legitimate modeling. She's very beautiful. I would make her my future wife. Only because I like black girls. But anyway, I used to threaten her often, and a lot of other girls where I would say, hey, if you don't get on your stage, I'm going to play you Space Jam.
No.
Now, have I played Space Jam for girls in the club? Yes.
No way.
Do you want to know how much money dudes are willing to throw to Space Jam? Guys in my age group, everybody's age group. I think I have made just as much money on Space Jam.
Okay, Doom, please tell me you had Space Jam remixes ready to go.
Absolutely.
Now, welcome to the jam.
Because actually, after 11 o'clock, you couldn't play regular music. Everything had to be remixed while I worked at.
Oh, okay.
So I've played dubstep remixes of Space Jam. I think I've made more money off Space Jam than I have. And Aerosmith gets a lot of play. But it was just so funny. Because girls would want to pull my punk card. They'd be like, you're not going to play me Space Jam. And I'm like, oh yeah? Test me.
You start hearing the and then like,
I
oh,
would
no.
and I would always do it in a way, if it was a 3-song set, because I had under 8 girls, because due to rotation I'm only allowed to play 3 minutes of a song. That means on a small rotation every girl gets 9 minutes. On a big one every girl gets 6, because I got to make it through the rotation. So if it's a 3-song set, I'd give them a song that they would like. I don't care what the genre is, and then in the middle I'd put Space Jam. And then give them a song that they'd like at the end, and that gets really difficult.
I wish I knew you a lot better when you were working there, because our friend SCXCR makes the best remixes that you
Oh, dude, that would have been so great.
Like Punch Him in the Dick remix is like the best thing ever.
Oh my god.
Punch Him in the Dick.
I did play. What's the name of the guys that do all really heavy rock versions of DBZ songs? Because I did play the heavy metal version of Chala Head Chala once, which was fucking awesome.
And you're gonna link me that one from YouTube, please? I actually want to hear that now.
It's at the very end of the movie Lord Bills. It's in the credit sequence. That version I played.
Oh,
Can't remember the names of them. I want to say Crush 40, but that's not Crush 40.
oh fuck no. Crush
Oh my
40
god, I wish I played. If I played Sonic the Hedgehog music when I worked at the club, I would have been so happy.
Are you referring to the Flow cover of Chala?
Yes, Flow. Yes, I've played that at the club.
I was gonna say,
Oh, nice.
if you ever played City Escape at the club, you would have been my hero.
I would have been.
the spear
I would be
sound.
fired.
All right, guys, it's time to go really fast with some Sonic jams.
All right, guys, this next one's gonna zap to the extreme with this one. We're gonna go.
We're gonna go all the way back to the Dreamcast.
Stripping off clothes at the speed of sound.
God.
Got
We all
boobies
gotta
to
go,
Question.
gotta chase
Have
me
you
some
ever played,
paper.
have you ever played the song "In the Club" by 50 Cent when it's a stripper's birthday?
Is that a real question?
I'm asking.
All right,
Okay,
guys.
no.
I got one more for my weeklies. Can we do one more? Blee, Unreal, you guys
Go
cool with
on.
Say what?
that? Are you guys cool if we do one more? Because then that's all for my weeklies.
Okay.
Also,
yeah.
Zero, I want to talk to you after this.
I'm actually gonna call it a day, so see you guys later.
Yeah,
All right, see you later, Shadow.
I'll do one more.
See ya, Shadow.
Have a good one, Shadow.
Later, baby.
Take it easy.
Oh god, now since his name is Shadow, I really wish I played the fucking Shadow the
I
Hedgehog
just
theme
don't
song.
know who's not skipping the cutscene. Probably the rando. I don't know.
Yeah, probably the rando who's not skipping the cutscene.
I was gonna. Okay. All right. Now back to the. Was that the end of the story or?
Yeah, that I would just play Space Jam for girls. I have dropped a couple wrestling themes because my club did midget wrestling at one point.
Oh my God!
Okay,
Wait
okay.
a minute.
I have to ask an important question.
Go on.
Would any of the strippers happen to be wrestling fans? / would they do an intro?
No, because you never give a stripper a live mic because the fact that they're independent contractors means.
No, I meant
Rank.
like a Titantron style
Entrance.
intro.
Oh
Like
no,
an
we
entrance.
we weren't that fancy. Like towards the end, like before my tenure expired. Now, and if you want to do a podcast with me, I'll explain why I left the industry. Little sad. I don't want to get into it, but it's cool. I will just say this: when you work at a strip club and you're a hetero male, you're like a kid in a candy store without a bite to eat, and everybody eats from the forbidden fruit every now and then. The good ones don't get caught. Anyway. So towards the end, we had a light show.
Don't
and
do anything yet, Zero.
Okay.
We had a light show and smoke effects, and I loved it because I had a fucking iPad next to my fucking. And that's the thing, like when people think strip club DJing, it's not like an EDM festival where you're not really mixing music. I'm right clicking on a song and it auto mixes for me. But which it's not. It's DJing to the point where you're not really a DJ.
Oh baby.
You're an MC. You're your job is the
What?
microphone.
Hold on one sec, Doom. What, Kevin?
I got McCree's Blackwatch, aka one of the good skins.
Oh, nice.
Oh fuck yeah, that's a good one.
Oh yeah, I should probably check my box.
Alright, I'm ready.
I'm doing mine after this one, map.
Okay, then.
So-
Yeah, I'll do my boxes
Okay.
afterwards.
All right. Storm Rising All Heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, anyways, Doom, continue, please.
So one of my favorite things is because I had this iPad with like 9 little buttons on the iPad where I could push it and it would like launch smoke down from the ceiling, and like while I'm doing that, that smoke will fall with a certain light thing and it'll keep going for about like 5 seconds, and then I can go to another light thing where there's like strobes and cool shit. The song I love to do that to most was Sandstorm. Because it's great, because as soon as it drops, you just pop the smoke and just kick on the strobes, and it's the coolest fucking thing. So, Titantron, no, but we had a lot of them I got to design myself.
I was gonna say.
I
wait a
meant
minute.
like the walkouts, like whatever it is
Yeah,
in
the
wrestling,
entrance.
the entrances.
Oh, so like when a girl would walk up the stage, I would just start whatever their first song was.
No, but did you ever like have any of them be like, who was like, I want to do wrestling entrance?
Oh, dude, like the whole night we did midget wrestling, I was told play music, because one of my managers like, you like wrestling? I'm like, yeah. He's like, give me some wrestling music. Get me some like UFC fight, like walkout music. Like, I want something heavy that's gonna punch people in the face. And I'm like, I have all of that on my laptop, which is conveniently with me.
Did you happen to play D-Generation X at least?
Yes, I played DX. I'm trying to think of the. I definitely have played Billy Gunn's "I'm an Ass Man" song. Not for a girl, but doing, but when I had to cut promos, because they told me I had to cut promos on stuff, like either to advertise something that was going on at the club, or something like that.
Oh man. At this point, you're a god among men.
Like I think we had, I think I came up with "Thick Ass Thursday" and played that.
Oh yeah, we're still doing that lyric kit. We're still doing that lyric kit.
So I'd be like, all right, boys, you want to come around on? I'm an ass man, because we got $1 drafts and we got for you. It's gonna be $5 for every appetizer that we at the club until 9 p.m. Come on down, dollar drafts and all the appetizers you can have for $5. We got Sensation making her way up for a 3-song set. Although Sensation only liked country music, she's one of the only few I'm still friends with.
Ooh.
It's just it definitely is gonna have to be a podcast, because that's one of those things where there's such interesting stories, even if you don't think they're super interesting. I'm sure to the average listener is gonna be like, wait, what?
Dude, you want to know how much of a win that felt for me when I landed that job? I went from working at GameStop to working at a strip club, and in my spare time, I was watching cartoons and like working on animations that never saw the light of day. So when someone's like, "Do you want to make money hanging out with naked women all the time?" I was like, "Oh my god, yes." And then I'm thinking, like, I'm probably not gonna make that much. Holy shit, this is a
I
lucrative.
think the assassin's glitching out.
Is it?
Yeah, like where I'm shooting, I think he's stuck.
Oh my god.
Who are you?
Better than what my job description is.
I mean, I'll be honest with you though. I feel like it's a job where any sort of mic skills and you can sound smooth on a mic.
Zero, get over here.
Like, it's a great way to make money, but if you want to have like a steady girlfriend, it's not a good job.
Good job, Blizzard.
I was about to say.
Just hit the capture button.
Right,
let's say you're working there and you have a girl that isn't in the industry and she's aware of what you do. There's no amount of like Gucci purses and nice shoes you can buy her that's gonna make her think you're not cheating on.
Oh jeez. See, I'm kind of glad I don't work in a strip club right now, because if I did, I would be getting questions from Kit every time I got home.
Oh yeah, I had a great girlfriend when I started working there, and then after like a month, I had no girl.
What was that, dear?
I said there'd be questions and then a baseball bat.
What would the first question always be?
Who was your favorite tonight?
You have fun?
That would be. Did you have fun? Yeah,
that's a typical girlfriend answer. Well, did you have fun?
Wrong answer, punk.
Who was your favorite?
And that's
punk.
And that's where you like did you have fun tonight? Be like, oh fuck, I was worked like shit all night. And be like, and that's when you start saying things like this fucking bitch, Harley.
Dude, this is every conversation I ever had when I got out. Because my friends are like, dude, you have the best job on planet Earth. And I'm like, yeah, you think so? Do you like women? Because I hate all of them. And I don't mean that in a sexist way, but working around naked divas all the time. Not diva like you're playing Zero, but you know what I mean.
I mean, I'd be okay with a naked diva like I'm playing.
But like when you're working around a bunch of girls scream at you from on stage because you played the wrong Ja song, you end up hating women. It's horrible. Those are always drop, but there's drawbacks to every job. I mean, my buddies always thought like, well, you're coming home from work, you have all this cash, and you're hanging out with women. I'm like, yeah, I hate my job.
It got away with GameStop, to be honest. Let's be honest here.
See, honestly, there were days where I'm like, I'd rather people at GameStop. They're screaming at me that I don't have the right Skylander figure.
I missed those days actually too, but.
GameStop's a great job too, though. Like, I loved working at.
Hey, I've had the pleasure of doing it on and off for the last few years, so I'm great.
I loved being honest with people at GameStop the most. They're like, hey, should I pick up Battleborn? No.
Oh no, my controller died. Shit.
I want to get some V-Bucks for Fortnite. No, you don't.
Hold on, give me a
See,
second,
I'm
guys.
so glad I didn't work at GameStop when Fortnite was a thing.
I did, and I regret that because it was always me and my friend were running Rex. I'm not gonna name the friend because reasons. Because again, I did love my job, and one day I would like to go back to it, hopefully down the road. But that year for Fortnite, it was always
All right, sorry about
I
that. I
need
got
a
another
PlayStation
controller.
card. I need a PlayStation card. I need a $20 PlayStation card. What are you gonna use it for? V-Bucks. I literally roll my eyes. Try not to be like that kind of asshole. And be like, listen here, you snot-nosed little motherfucker. Stop
Fired
using your waste. Stop wasting your fucking money on
Fired.
fucking V-Bucks.
Fire!
Oh, did I? Zero, I think I've told you this, but did I tell you my GameStop story? Like my big GameStop story?
No.
So I was working by myself. I opened the store. It's during the summer, and this kid walks in. He's got like a Supreme shirt on before Supreme
Oh
Blue
no.
big thing. He's like maybe 9 or 10. But then again, I don't know how old he was because it seems like they're making children smaller nowadays. And a mom who was being dragged around by a leash, basically.
What?
So you know the type of child I'm talking about.
Yes.
The
unfortunately.
entitled? Wait a minute,
Yes.
wait a minute. The entitled child? Oh. Gather around. This is for Reddit.
So I remember he walks right over to the Xbox system, grabs what he wants, brings up the counter. The mom is like, just Stockholm syndrome behind the kid. And he puts the game on the counter. It's a copy of GTA 5. And I have to do the typical GameStop thing, where I'm telling the mom, I'm like, ma'am, are you aware? I'm talking to you. And I'm like, so I ignore the kid and I just keep talking to the mom. I'm like, you're aware that this game has violence? She's like, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's got, I just go down the list and then she's like, no, everything's fine. Whatever he wants. Nudity. And then something clicks in the mom's brain where I think for the first time since this child's conception, she remembers what motherly instincts are like. Nudity? You didn't tell me there was nudity in this game. I don't know why she's proper for this story.
Or British.
Go for it.
And then the kid's like, man, mom, fuck this guy. He doesn't know what he's talking about. And I'm like,
excuse me?
I'm like, there's nudity in this game. There's a lot of it.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, you're not getting this game at all. And she's like, and the kid's like, oh, mom, fuck this guy. Just buy me the game. And she's like, we're leaving right now.
Oh my god.
And then as he's leaving the door, like he's going out the door, he screams back at me. And he says, thanks a lot, and calls me the bad F word I'm supposed to call people.
Oh,
And then
shit.
did you just wave and go? Did you just wave and go? You're welcome. Thanks for shopping at GameStop.
No.
I would
No.
have took out my belt and whipped the shit out of that kid.
I was so seething with pain, I started undoing my belt because I was going to follow him to the parking lot.
Like literally, if that kid came into the store,
I was going to go full on
if
granddad
that
on
kid
this
came
kid.
into the store, I'd be like,
Yeah, I
ma'am,
would've.
hold on a second. I'd be like, listen, you little shit. I'm talking to your mother. And if
Oh,
you have
dude,
a
I
problem
want-
with that, you can leave.
Oh, dude, I've wanted to so bad, but I felt myself taking my belt off because my first thought is, have you thought about whipping the child's ass?
All right, guys. To end tonight's stream, I'm going to open these loot boxes. So let's get some good luck. I got
Yay.
5.
Like
All
I
right.
said, I thought about the same thing with the
I have
V-Bucks
a-
in Fortnite, but
I'm
I was
hoping
like,
for
nope.
Cultist Zenyatta if you don't have it already.
Of course, I get a victory pose for fucking Genji.
Genji's best character.
Hey, Zero, are you going to be around after this stream?
I'm going to have, for a little bit, but I'm going to have to go shortly after.
Good, because I wanted to tell you this story off stream.
All right, Zero, I just want to have like a 5-minute conversation with you.
Yeah, sure. Ooh,
Cool.
I got an
I'm going to
emote for-
verbally beat the tar out of him.
Oh
No,
my
no,
god,
just
I
want-
got an emote for Soldier, and it's him doing push-ups.
I will be right back. If I don't catch the very end of the stream, I love you all. And I'll be right back.
Thanks for all
Alright,
your stories, dude.
Take care.
Yeah.
I got another victory pose.
Oh,
Goody.
Zero, you're such a poser. Huh?
Get out, right guy. Just get the fuck out.
Aww.
That was bad, right, guy? Even for
Yeah,
your years.
Well, no, it wasn't. It was good. You're all just jealous.
Please.
Nah.
This is coming from the guy that rages at fucking lawn gnomes at this point. We're just being lawn gnomes.
Sorry. You raged at Killer Keemstar?
He deserves it as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, it's just money.
Come and get me. I'm waiting.
Okay, well. Let's see, are there any skins?
What did Keemstar do?
What didn't he do?
That's
Exactly.
a good, that's
What
a
the
fair.
fuck didn't he do? No,
Well, I
but,
don't keep up with them too anymore.
I don't really either. I was just making a joke because he called them because he talked about lawn gnomes.
Oh.
Yeah, pretty much that. But legit, I'm gonna try and do this before Unreal stream. I'm gonna try and stream a little bit of Mortal Kombat 11.
I gotta pick that up.
I actually played a little bit at a tournament the other night. I actually made it to the second round. Shocking.
If Anime North has it in the game room, I'll give it a shot. I did that with 10. Me and Blondie didn't know.
Well,
what
I
the fuck
might.
we did.
If I'm picking it up, I'm getting it for Switch.
Well, that's not the ideal version I would want to play, but alright.
I picked it up for Xbox One, so.
You got it for Eggbot One Egg? You throw the egg box?
Zero.
Yes?
Do you care if the Switch version's blood is much more tamed?
I thought you said Twitch version, and I'm like, Twitch plays Mortal Kombat?
Twitch plays Mortal Kombat.
Oh, the Switch version? I honestly
Yeah.
don't care.
Okay. Alright.
I just know it runs good, but doesn't look good. Like, they wanted to make sure it ran great so it could play great.
Yeah. Twitch version.
Twitch, right? Yeah. From the creators of Twitch Plays Pokemon, now comes Twitch Plays Mortal Kombat.
Woo!
Watch as 10,000 fucking scrubs lose at Mortal Kombat's first match over and over again.
Oni, I could hear you out of my room.
Jeez, I'm sorry.
No, I think it's wonderful.
I might buy this skin for Wrecking Ball.
Nah, but legit, it just.
I might.
Somebody needs to make that a thing now. I actually would watch that.
Wait, do you have Cultist Zenyatta?
I don't know if I do.
What now?
Because I just want to say, I think this is the best skin in the entire game.
It's Cultist, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do not
guess-
have it.
Is that the one where he looks like Cthulhu?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's the Cthulhu one.
Oh, it's the
I actually
best
want fastball as well. I actually have the one that I have equipped is Zenyatta.
What's the fastball one a rip off of?
I think it's just baseballs. It's just a baseball boy.
Oh wait, I need to check to see how the Bruins did.
Last I checked, they were 2-0 before I started streaming.
Oh, is the Golden Knights playing tonight?
And I feel bad because that means
my
Toronto's out.
fucking god!
What?
What?
Bruins win 5-1.
Wow,
Yes.
Toronto.
Wait,
That's-
hold on.
I
Is it
feel
hockey or baseball?
Hockey. That's the Drake effect, bro.
I feel really bad for Toronto because they're gonna be coming off of the Stanley Cup soon.
They're out. They're officially out as of today.
No, but I mean off of the actual cup itself. Like their last.
Oh yeah,
victory-
because there's too many names, right?
Their last victory is so old, they're gonna take it off of it. So I'm just like, I thought, if any, like, I like both the Bruins and Toronto, but I kind of wanted Toronto to win because the Bruins win too much. But
I mean, I can't because I hate Drake. So
listen,
and
listen, Drake. Nobody from Toronto likes Drake.
Not really.
I'm so glad you said that.
Like, so if you're not gonna like Toronto because of Drake, We don't even like him.
No, I have nothing against Toronto. I just hate Drake. Passion. And because he was supporting the... See, I'm kind of a fair weather... Where I'm a Bruins fan because, you know, they're my home team. But in a pinch, I'll root for the Red Wings, or I'll root for the Canadiens, or I'll root for the Blackhawks, just because I like good hockey. And whenever any of those teams play the Bruins, I know I'm going to watch a great fucking game. Still want the Bruins to win, though.
I was gonna say, I mean, I'm 50-50 right now on the Vegas Golden Knights. I just want to see. Last I checked, weren't they playing the Carolina Hurricanes?
I think so.
Oh shit! I don't know. Is it Game 6 or Game 7 they are right now?
And you can't say the Bruins win too much. When Boston wins, we win together. It's I will admit the Patriots being for football are a
Patriots.
No, because they're my team, but.
I'm sorry, but fuck
They're
the
my
Patriots.
team.
I'm sorry. I gotta agree with Oni on this one.
We're the New York Yankees of football. I hate saying that. Being
You're a fucking dynasty.
Exactly. Let's get into the CM Punk promo more.
Oh my
It's
god.
fucking true, isn't it?
It is, but I remember growing up and having shitty sports teams, so now I'm happy we're winning all the
God.
Although I don't like basketball. I'm not a basketball guy. Because I can watch hockey knowing there might be a fight. Basketball.
Exactly.
My problem with
A
basketball
fight is
players
broken
is,
down.
oh no, I sprained my taint. I can't play for 9.
Oh my god. I remember. I think. I want to go into hockey games now because the best one I ever played was the AHL Hit Series.
Ooh.
Really?
Yeah.
That's tough because I really like NHL 12.
NHL 16 is great.
It is. 16 is when they started fixing the problems that 13 through 15 had.
Mm-hmm.
I have 16 and 18.
18's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to also agree. 12 is good. 10 is also pretty good.
It's like Madden. My favorite Madden game is still Madden 06. And mainly for the fact, like, I'm in a huge minority where I like QB vision, but it also had the first superstar mode, and I really like creative character
what?
modes, even though they didn't give you anything.
Yeah.
I'm buying this fucking skin for Wrecking Ball.
Wrecking Ball. Yeah.
Now I'm want to go back into WWE games, and the best one I ever played was, believe it or not, SmackDown Shut Your Mouth.
I like Shut Your Mouth, but I feel like the best one was Here Comes the Pain for the SmackDown series.
Okay, for the SmackDown series, but like overall for 3D, no mercy.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
guys,
absolutely.
Thank you all for coming to my stream tonight. We went almost 3 hours, which is long for me. So thanks
I'm
everybody
on
for coming
beer
out.
number 9 at the very end of it.
So on Thursday, if the event is out, we'll be doing Monster Hunter. If it's not, we'll be going back to Chrono Trigger.
Yay.
So, and before we go, let's see who I follow is live right now to see who we're gonna raid. So,
Dark Side Phil.
Sakura is
No!
live.
Fuck off with that shit.
Sakura
we
is
need
live,
to
so
get
we're gonna
back to
raid her. And she's probably also playing. No, she's not playing Overwatch. Interesting.
Who?
Grim Reaper Sakura. She usually plays Overwatch, so I'm kind of surprised she's not playing tonight. But anyways, guys, thanks a lot for coming out. I will see you on Thursday for whatever ends up being played. And thanks for sharing your stories. And yeah, I'm
Thank
gonna.
you for inviting me.
Shout
Yeah, thanks for
out to
coming
the
out,
Bleep Prime being a first. We popped the stream cherry tonight, and I'm glad he showed up.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right. Have a good night, everybody. I'll see you over at Sakura's stream.
Good night. Good night,
Peace
babies.
out.